you put the fuck in my? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me?
No.
Michael,
I got you again.
I seriously frigging thought you couldn't hear me. Now I don't even know if you can hear me.
What? I can't.
John,
Tim's speaking. Is he muted?
Can you tell?
Have I muted
John,
him
do
on
you hear
voice?
me?
I think I might mess up the audio and voice meter. I can't hear Tim at all.
Oh man.
Jonah! Can you hear Jennifer?
It's weird though, because I can hear Jennifer. I just can't hear Tim.
Noah! Y'all are funning with me, right? Having a laugh? Oi! Hello,
there's Jennifer.
How are you doing today? Here's our the delicious
Dungeons box.
Change it so I'm not the big screen.
Oh, it's so bright you can't
Make
see
us
it.
dead.
Oh, you got some of those as well.
The bamboo one looks so good.
I'm gonna lick
I mean,
him.
not that that one doesn't, but I
The guy
really
that
like
makes
We're being invaded.
just gave away one of those on the stream.
Christopher. Hello.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I just got done DMing, so I feel like I just did crack and made love with a sports car.
my goodness.
You know what I'm saying,
Wowie.
brother?
I don't get it.
That's a lot of
I've never done either of those things.
yeah, I've never done crack or made love.
Wow. I'm sorry, that sounds
Tim
terrible.
Burn.
I'm
So we are so excited to have Christopher Badell from Greater Than Games joining us right now as a guest GM.
our good buddy.
Which that's what GM stands for. Good buddy.
Good man.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna play some friggin' Sentinels Comics RPG. How sad is it that when we're finally playing a superhero game, Nika isn't here?
It's so tragic.
She could have literally been the Flash.
Where's Anika? Where is she?
She had a work thing that she had to do today. And Bachman's sick. And also he loves superheroes. And
Yeah.
it messed up that we're the ones that are here. When I literally before the
And we
stream,
all hate superheroes.
I'm okay with Marvel, whatever.
Obviously, they don't love superheroes enough because
That's
if
right.
they did,
They're
they
not.
couldn't
That's
do it.
true.
Right,
Yeah,
they're right.
fight through
Hold
the
that little hair
sickness.
back, Timmy. There you go.
Their love of superheroes would make them strong. I need to eat a little bit, so I'm eating on cam. I'm sorry.
Eat a little Indian food there.
That is great.
We'll take out. Do you have any water up here, Timmy?
So
That's
unprofessional. I'm
that
so sorry,
mournful.
John. And Christopher.
This is what you're going to be dealing with.
Awesome. I love it.
So
Love it.
during this part of the stream, we do have a couple of giveaways for chat. We have a hand-crocheted blanket made by our very own Jennifer Cheek.
Oh, maybe I should go get it.
I go get it and fill up the water.
Okay.
Don't.
100% sure where it is.
We also have another hero book to give away. This one is blue, I believe. That's what color Cobalt is, isn't it? Is it blue?
Look at blue.
And then
Cobalt
at the
blue, it's the
end of the stream, we have a digital version of Love Letter to give away.
Nice. Nice.
So we
Christopher,
also...
how are you doing, old friend?
I'm good. I'm good. I just ate 7 pounds of seafood of shellfish. I had a shellfish dinner thing with some friends, and the best part of it is getting to destroy all of the crabs and things by hand. So that's what I've been doing tonight, and so I'm feeling great.
So did you share your dinner, or were you shellfish?
There were other people there. Yes.
Oh, John. John.
In fact, John, I brought some for you, but not for anyone else, just for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm allergic.
He's allergic. He's allergic. Don't let him.
And since Nika and Bachman couldn't be here, John Caulfield from Brute Force, from doing all the work to make this happen, is going to join us in our superhero adventure.
Yeah, John. I know it's a lot of pressure for you, John, but don't clam up, okay?
Stop!
Seafood thing. Do the seafood thing still.
I might do it just for the halibut.
There we go.
Puns are bad.
They are bad.
Wow, we've raised $4,569. I love
That's
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
My
phenomenal.
goal for the end of this game is to get to $6,000. Then we would have made about $500 per hour, which I think is a good target.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, it's gonna take a lot to get us to 10,000. And if we don't reach it, that's okay. Stream.
I think that our listeners and followers and such are cowards, and they can't. They're afraid to do it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm saying I don't think they can do it.
Yeah.
If we do it, Hero's going to shave off his whole beard.
Yes.
Wow, he's done that before, I think.
Well, he shaved off a little bit of his beard before. He just cut a little bit off.
You hear that?
This time he's
Whole
going
beard gone.
Complete bald.
If we can get there, I will shave my head.
I did that this morning, actually, so I can't.
Yeah, I really meant to do it in between these two
If
streams.
we get there, Christopher will shave his head.
No.
I wouldn't want that. That would be a tragedy.
That'll be like taking Samson's hair.
Mm-hmm.
I can't come up with ideas anymore. Ah.
Yeah, no, that'd be concerning.
I should get some dice.
Christopher, I can't decide on who to play.
Oh yeah, you guys got to make those tough decisions. Where are
Bachman's not here, so you'd be Muerto again.
Yeah, I could.
So I think, unless anyone else wants him, I think I'm going to play Bunker.
Sure.
But if it's okay with you, I would like to change his name to Moobot.
Sure, that's fine. What is the name of the person that is driving the Moobot suit?
I hadn't thought of that. That can stay the same, I guess. Unless I think
All
of
right.
something better.
So it's Tyler Vance driving. Did you say Moobot?
Moobot.
Like-
That's the name of our moderator in Twitch.
Like
Our
Moobot?
automatic
Moobot, yeah.
Moobot.
I'm basing my decisions here
Very big.
strictly on their personalities, and I'm not even looking at their various powers.
That's the way to do it.
Do I want to play sarcastic, or do I want to try to talk fast the whole time? I feel like it'd be a challenge for me to be a fast talker.
I feel like you should play the fast talker because it's like really owning Nika.
Well, I could just straight up play Tachyon, who is like literally the Flash. Play Tachyon,
It's not really
who is
owning.
like
It's a little warm in here. Do you know?
I need to get paper towels. I'll be right back. I gotta keep my whiteboard's getting fuzzy.
Someone in the chat asked if so. I did do the koozie. I don't remember. It was someone on YouTube that I followed. It. That one was like the first thing that I made, so I don't remember what her name was. But yeah, the blanket is good. It's got a little bit of a tail right now that I realized I hadn't woven in, but otherwise it's completely finished and it's very large and very soft.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna play Tachyon.
Awesome.
So
I think you should live your bliss by
we
playing
need
Tachyon.
6s, 12s, and 8s. Is that right? And 4s.
Yeah. You probably won't need D4s. There are instances in which a hero might use a D4, but I don't think you'll need them.
Okay.
Yeah. So 6, 8, 10, 12.
I'll keep that
Cool.
just in case.
I'm the fastest woman in the world.
I am a space energy person. I am a space energy person. I am a space energy
That is true.
person.
There's a real life.
I am a submariner. I should put a t-shirt on. I'm gonna get warm. I know I've been in and out like 10 times, but I just know I'm gonna get riled up while I'm playing.
Where's my dice tray?
I like that Tachyon is impulsive, because that can lead to me making very bad decisions.
And Michael, you are the most impulsive person I know. Christopher.
Yeah.
Can I be Muse, but can I be Muse parentheses the band? And can I be whoever the lead singer, Matt Bellamy? Is that the lead singer?
What are you wanting to do as Matt Bellamy? Like, what do you think Matt Bellamy's power set involves?
No, I'm literally going to be Muse, but I want to be Matt. No, I'm just kidding. I want to be Muse as written to honor the source material.
Sure.
because I think it's fun to do a challenge. I think it's fun to do lots of things stream. Yeah. One thing that is fun is to spend 5 hours for 7 months every day crafting a backstory. Another thing that's fun is to create a character randomly. Another thing that is fun, and I created my dungeon roll character randomly. Another thing that is fun is to take a character someone else made and put your feeties into their shoes. So I'm excited. And plus, every other time I've played Sentinels, I've been a character and I've had fun. So
awesome. Well, that sounds very good to me. Let's see. I'm going to show off my dice tray because it's super cool. My dice tray is one that Wormwood made for us when we were doing a bunch of Sentinel Comics live things. And so it's got the leather bottom, the Sentinel Comics logo, and the Great in the Games logo, the Wormwood logo.
That's so sexy.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Oh, I've got a dice tray I can use.
This has our logo on it as well. You guys see it?
Hold on a second.
From Dungeons Box.
Oh, very nice. That looks great.
It has like the story stuff on the left, and like a dice roller on the right.
We just gave away one of those in chat. I've never used my GeeklyInc dice mat before.
Oh, really?
Today's the day.
Today is the day.
Great. Some deep force. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, this has a beautiful wood smell.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Christopher, can you hold up your dice tray again?
Oh, sure. Let me take all the dice that I just put in and out of it. Hold on.
That is a really great dice tray. But I mean this.
Wow.
Now that's
Very big
baby.
dice tray.
Mine fits on my
That ain't
desk.
a dice tray. This
Mine
is a
doesn't.
dice tray.
Yeah, I can just put one right here on my desk and use it. It's great.
Mine is only functional for like large foam dice. But it's beautiful. Made by never not making.
Mhm.
So we are at $4,569.
Nice.
So keep those donations rolling in, people. There's a lot of prizes to give away, which I will be drawing after the stream,
900.
including a copy of this game that we're about to play, the Sentinel Comics RPG, and a copy of Spirit Island, which comes with the expansion and some promo stuff, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that.
It's the core game of Spirit Island, the Branch and Claw expansion, and also the Spirit promos that were part of the original Kickstarter for that game. There's 2 more Spirits. So that's very exciting. And then the RPG bundle is the starter kit that we put out a couple of years ago, and then 2 one-shot adventures that we put out, and a bunch of characters for that. So, because the game for the RPG, the full game, is coming out later this year. We kickstarted that. Was that last year that we kickstarted that? Listen, it's been busy times. But
Yeah. Spirit Island is a good and fun game.
Mhm.
We own it also.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher, I'm waiting for my
Back
copy
in
of the
1
RPG
second.
to show up.
Mhm.
Why don't I have it yet? I kickstarted it so long ago.
Lazy Dev. Am I
yeah,
right?
no, I launched the Sentinel Comics role-playing game Kickstarter this year. This year,
Yeah.
2019 has felt like a million years.
I'm used to like 2-day shipping.
Yeah. You'll get 2-day shipping once we start shipping it. So, and if you're used to 2-day shipping on Kickstarters, then I'm not sure what's going on in your Kickstarters. Congratulations! Like,
What?
where's my copy of the Drinks and Daggers card game?
Yeah, Michael.
It's not ready yet. It's not done. It's got so much.
Well, it's not
so many
like
months left
an
before.
immediate process. I don't
send it to you.
understand.
You'll get it once it's shipped to your warehouse.
Okay. I momentarily forgot that was where it was going, so I was like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to believing,
So we've got. That's going to be the easiest way for me to do this. I've got Bunker here. Are you genuinely wanting to call Bunker Moobot? Like, just checking.
Yeah.
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 Duh.
I told chat earlier I was going to make a Warforged called Moodbot. and then I saw Bunker. I was like, he's perfect.
That's the guy. Yeah.
And then and then let me guess that the video can see as far over as here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit further as well, if you want to go.
Great. That just gives me space to put fun drawings here. And then
And Tim as the band muse.
Yes.
right.
Twitch, I know it's going to happen.
We can't see up that high though.
No.
That because of all your donations, Jennifer's going to do my hair.
What's she gonna do to it?
I'm just gonna put it in a little bun.
We're going to put it in a little bun for you, Twitch.
Unfortunately, you guys have to deal with my terrible handwriting. But
Do you have a comb in here?
I have a beard comb.
Okay.
It's gonna turn your hair into a beard, dude. Don't do it.
Oh, quick.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I can deal.
So, yeah, Bun Tim's coming out. So I know that y'all are gonna
clamoring for it.
Thank you. Ow. Thank you so much. Ow. For doing it. This is also in honor of Christopher. He has very long hair, as you can see, and
If we can get to $4,600, Tim will cut the bun right off.
No.
Jennifer will get a katana and just slice it as I'm.
Chop Tim's head.
Jennifer will rent a helicopter for $6,000. Take that, Trevor Project.
Oh no.
And then fly it down to where the helicopter blade cuts off my bun.
Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
If we get to $5,000, I will show a picture on stream of me with shoulder-length hair. When I
Yeah.
was 16.
Can we get
Whoa.
Amanda to show an embarrassing video of her again dancing to an anime?
Well, after she shoots her boyfriend with an airsoft gun.
Yeah, exactly.
I can probably show a picture of myself from high school if we get to a certain level. I think I have some in my photo album.
Sorry, Christopher. I have been going for 9 hours now.
Sure.
John has been going for 9 hours, but has been up for he says 5 or 6 or 8 or something.
I
But
was
I bet
up
it
for
was
another
like
5 hours before that.
yeah. And John's gonna be up all night long. I get to go to bed in.
I'll show. I have a baby picture of myself that I'll show.
Okay. There you go. So thank you,
What a-
everyone.
what a deal.
We're gonna get started. Christopher,
Yeah,
take it away.
let's do
Sorry,
this.
I interrupted you 6 times.
No, this is fine. This is giving me time because one of the things that I am really excited about with this is since I didn't know what heroes you guys were playing as until just now, and I still don't know all of them. I wanted to have a story that like fits for these characters. And so
Jennifer's Aeon Girl.
I'm Aeon Girl.
Aeon Girl, awesome. Woo! All right. So what we're going to be doing here is I get to show off 2 different things. One, I get to show off the flexibility of the Sentinel Comics RPG system because it's really easy to just do stuff and have a good time in. I'm also going to be showing off accidentally the storytelling situation that I have with Sentinel Comics where I just have like encyclopedic knowledge of everything that happens in the world of Sentinel Comics and make up a bunch of stories all the time on other podcast. So it's just going to be...
And we get to reap the benefit of that right now.
Yeah, right. Okay, so a couple of questions in the chat, and then I want to ask you players some questions. Actually, I'm going to ask you players questions, and then I'll answer chat questions out loud while you guys are thinking about things.
Yes.
Okay.
I want you guys to tell me. I want you guys to tell me why the 4 of you heroes are hanging out right now. You all know each other, and there's something that the 4 of you are hanging out doing. I'm going to start with Tachyon, and when I come back from answering questions, I'm going to start with Tachyon because she's the fastest. And I'm going to also use this to show off the way that the initiative system works in the Sentinel Comics role-playing game, which is you do a thing and then you pass the action in a scene to another player. So Tachyon's going to tell me what she's doing with her fellow heroic compatriots, and then she's going to pass it to another hero, and they're going to tell me what they're doing with their fellow heroic compatriots, and then so on and so forth until all 4 of you have gone. So tell me why it is the four of you are hanging out, and something that you want. And that something that you want could be something like, man, I just really want a sandwich, or it could be like, I want world peace, or anywhere in between. So that's something to think about for a moment while I answer a couple of chat questions, and then I will give it to Michael. So, Michael, I'm giving you at least a little bit of time to think. I'm sure you've already got it, Tachyon.
I've got it. Yeah.
Okay, so the first question that I saw, and I might have missed other questions. The first question that I saw was that Trunk John in the chat wrote, "Is Christopher standing?" And the answer is yes. I am. I am at my standing desk at work, and I got a standing desk a couple of years ago, and I love it. I have this whiteboard behind me, and if I could show you the rest of the room, it is 7 more whiteboards in a square.
I feel like we're in your classroom right now.
Yeah.
I feel really special.
And
is this your streaming room? I saw a picture of that.
No, my streaming room is through this wall into another room where I do live stream things, and that has like a series of top-down and very angle cameras for showing
why I
up.
want to move to St. Louis.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's got a billion minis in it, as Tim was somewhat coveted.
Look at him; he's so excited.
But yeah, so for this, I was just like, I'll just do it on my computer because if I was going to do a RPG, I'd want to be able to have overlays for what characters have like what bonuses and what things are going on in the scene. I'm like, I'll just draw them here, and everybody has to decipher my handwriting. So
Perfect.
Enjoy.
I think yours handwriting for what it's worth, like constantly.
Oh, yeah. My handwriting's the same as it was when I was 5.
Yeah.
So there's that. The next question that I saw was Suit Sage asked, is Aeon Girl related to Oblivion in some way? Good question, excellent question. Oblivion is the world multiverse ending entity that is the end of the Sentinels, the Multiverse card game timeline that shows up and tries to destroy everything, and all the heroes have to band together to fight Oblivion. And as part of that fight, a lot of Oblivion's energy is siphoned off by one of the heroes whose name is Lifeline from the Oblivion event, and that energy has to go somewhere, and so Lifeline channels it into a form, and that form creates Aeon Girl. So Aeon Girl is like 6 months old, essentially. She has the knowledge and power of the cosmos, but also is like very young, and essentially, as a result, presents as a teenager. And she has to figure out what she's doing in this very complicated world and existence. So that's who Aeon Girl is. But Jennifer, you do whatever you want with it. Like, there's no wrong direction here.
I'm very. When I read that, I was like, "Yep, that's the one I'm playing." Thank you very much.
Awesome. And and then somebody asks, what is the rest of the Hey Mermaid? Hello. Asks, what is the rest of the RO or ARC off screen? This is my commemorative tin from Ardbeg Distillery, which is my favorite Scotch distillery. So I'm always representing them. And if you want an idea of just how much of my favorite Scotch they are, this is the logo of Ardbeg. This tin looks like they're distilling houses. This is built to be that, and it has like bottle Scotch inside. But this is the logo for Ardbeg, and that's what my arm looks like.
Oh my God!
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Is that what you carry in your flask, Christopher?
One of my flasks, the various flasks that I have in my briefcase at any point in time, one is Ardbeg, one is Malort, and the other 2 stunk and various other things. So,
is that what I guess what I'm getting at is that what I drank last GeeklyCon?
probably. I probably shared the good stuff with you.
It was incredibly good.
Then that was probably Ardbeg. Musachider, I'm good at words, asks, does Christopher have a favorite hero? Nope, they're all my babies. I make them all like I can't pick between them. And with that, we're going to go to Michael, and he's going to tell us all about who Tachyon is and what she's doing and why.
She is currently at a charity event, and I think it's like a heroes doing this thing to raise money for a very good cause.
Mm-hmm.
And but she does want it to end so that she can go home and watch the premium TV show that's airing tonight, and she's super worried about spoilers.
Fair. Great. All right, who are you going to pass it to?
I'm going to pass it to John.
Okay, so I'm playing Bunker, Moobot. I almost forgot. Whose real name is Captain Tyler Vance. He's a military man. He's also at this charity event. He's in his very smart dress uniform with his hat and all of his medals and stuff on display. And he's chatting to some very important military-looking people. And
cool.
I will pass to Jennifer.
So, Aeon Girl, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I think that Aeon Girl is very attached to Muse, because Muse is also a fellow teen, correct?
I'm a teen.
And Aeon Girl is just trying to like understand how to fit in with teen culture, and the main thing that she is concerned with right now is that she wants to go viral.
Okay.
She wants to do a tweet that's viral or a TikTok video. Yeah, she knows more about TikTok than I do for sure.
And I wish that you would stop looking at your phone, because I keep looking at your phone and I see in your Twitter feed, and I'm really worried that I'm going to see a spoiler.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I don't think that Aeon Girl like knows that it's like not chill to post spoilers yet. She's really excited about it.
Yeah.
Like whatever she sees. She watched all the Marvel movies like super fast, like back to back, and she's all caught up now. So she's really into it.
Right. And who are you gonna pass to?
I passed to this lad right here.
Okay, I'm
Timothy.
playing Muse. I'm 14 and a half years young.
Sure.
And I'm probably I'm trying to. So we're at a bake sale, is that right? Or like a charity event. So how about
charity? It's a celebrity charity event with.
I don't think it's a big sale. I think it's like a gala or something in my mind. I was imagining.
Don't stop. So there's a celebrity chef, one of the good ones that hasn't been outed by the Me Too movement, and I am trying to discern their recipe for easy bake chocolate chip cookies. They say it's mostly just like what's on the pack, but I know it's different. Meanwhile, trying to hide from Aeon Girl / lying to her about memes.
Aeon Girl is definitely trying to video you, like take a video of you doing this to like put on her TikTok.
Yeah, so like I'm like, okay, so flossing is something kids like to do, and it's where you stretch out your fiber of your existence into like string.
Aeon Girl's doing it.
Yeah.
She's already doing it.
Like, bye.
I was going to ask one of you which celebrity chef it was, but the chat already told me that the celebrity chef is celebrity chef Fieri.
Yeah, that's
yes,
obviously.
Yes. Guy Fieri is ironically and unironically cool again, so it works out. He does a lot of charity and he doesn't brag about it. So
and he likes to eat food that's out of control.
Guy Fieri says trans rights.
I can get down with that. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. All right. So you are all hanging out here at this gala event. There's all kinds. It's very fancy. It's all kind of red carpet type stuff. Bunker, you're wearing Captain Moobot, but Captain Tyler Vance, you're out of the Moobot suit right now, and you're wearing your military dress uniform. Tachyon, you're probably wearing some sort of nice fancy dress that your wife picked out for you because she's much more fashion focused than you are. You're a scientist. You're not really paying attention to fashion so much. Muse and Aeon Girl, you guys are kids, right?
Yeah, we're teens.
I like to think, who's in charge of the Sentinels right now?
Oh man, that's a complicated question.
So, without getting too deep, because we only have about 2 hours and 20 minutes, give or take. Whoever's like my quote unquote bosses, I'm trying to reform myself, is the only person I respect. So Muse is dressed up in the most ridiculous, like huge ball gown with a huge bow. She's super grumpy about it. And she's kind of like a goth psychic. Is kind of the way that my quick reading of it is.
That's awesome.
So she's like doing this little bit, gives an inch in order to not, deal too much, so she can do other stuff later, I guess.
Aeon Girl is wearing a like fancy dress like you would see on the ladies in Star Trek the original series. Something that's like, oh boy, that is really a dress. That sure is. In fact, I will find the specific one I'm thinking of and send it to you guys.
Perfect. Michael, thank you so much for bringing the guest star in. That's improving my GMing experience immensely.
Look at this good boy.
Yeah.
What a baby.
Yeah. All right. So you're all hanging out at this fantastic charity event. What is it raising money for?
The Trevor Project.
Yes, it exists in both universes.
There we go. course it is.
And so far, they've raised $4,624, but they think they can reach more.
Yeah, and if only they could, it would make a huge difference in the world.
Yeah. Some people say the real heroes are the donors and not us, is what I hear.
Yeah, that's so true. Timothy, can you post this picture in the chat that I just sent you via G-Chat so that folks will know what Aeon Girl's wearing?
Excellent.
All right, it's in the Twitch chat.
Oh, there we go.
It's bigger.
Let's pull this up and look at this. Oh yeah. That's a dress. I think was the right.
It is quite
the left one or the right one.
the pink one. The pink one. It's quite wild. There's no back to it.
Perfect.
Just a cape back there.
Love it.
Well, it's just got like the sash thrown over the back. And
Exactly.
right. The Aeon Girl gets to play all kinds of fun and games with clothes because she can just make her clothes out of herself, so she never has to worry about something being out of place. It's exactly.
Yeah, she doesn't have to worry about like body tape or like anything like that. It's just she can change it up on the fly.
Oh, that's cool.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're all hanging out here when and you're talking to various people. You're either trying to bug celebrity Chef Fieri or talk to some military people. You're just trying to work the crowd without feeling too out of place. Just trying to get awareness and raise the money for the Trevor Project. When there is a disturbance from the front of the hall, you're all at various places around the hall, but the very front of the hall, near the front doors, this grand entrance doors with like this big archway, you begin to hear raised voices, and at first it sounds like it might be an excitement. Maybe there's another celebrity chef or somebody that's coming through the door, but then you quickly realize that it's not excitement, it is terror. It is some people are afraid, and they see let's see, who's closest to the front right now? Somebody speak up. I believe you. I don't think you'll lie to me.
It's me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just saying, Tachyon, it seems like you'd be like, I want to leave really bad. You're like, "Here's the door."
Right, because you got to make sure you don't miss out on any of the details from tonight's television event.
Yeah.
Right, so Tachyon, you notice with your super speed vision that a bunch of the there's a group of waiter people that are coming in through the front archway, and with like trays of glasses and things. But as they come in, they flip over the trays of glasses and pull out some sort of weird sci-fi alien weaponry, and begin firing it in the air, and yell, "Everybody down!" So there's now these complication of waiter people. Let's see. Where can I write on this board? Over here. Waiter. What are we gonna call them? Waiter. They're not minions. There's a better word for this. Waiter.
Thugs.
Goons. Goons is a good word.
Waiter goons. There's a group. Oh, I wrote too far over. Dang it.
It's okay. No, we can see that.
Yeah, it's close. It's good enough.
Is that my bounding box?
That's pretty much
more
it,
or
yeah.
less.
Awesome.
Yeah, more or less.
Waiter goons are in the door. What does everybody do? The crowd of people are all dropping and taking cover, hiding behind tables. There's screaming. There's people running. There's weapons being fired in the air. Captain Tyler Vance, aka Moobot. A lot of the military people around you are kind of bristling, but they're also worried for the civilians around them, so they're not, doing anything brash. So what's going on?
So Aeon Girl has a power called absorption. Does that mean I can kind of like have a barrier for the like alien weapons? Pew, pew, pew.
Sure. Yeah. If you wanted to jump out and make a defense roll, there's the basic actions of the game. And also, at any point in time, if you're like, "Hey guys, take Christopher, explain to me something about the mechanics," I'll happily tackle
I remember like the basics of it, in that you were like picking different dice and like adding them together to roll, and the mid roll. But I don't remember specifics.
Yeah. So in general, if there's ever a thing you want to do, the first place I recommend you look is on the second sheet, the back page or the second page of your character sheet. There, where you have your powers and qualities. Under that, you have all your abilities, and that's the stuff that you can do particularly better than other people, unique to you in some way. But regardless, before we dig into all of that for you, if you have any abilities that do defense type actions, you might look at that. But even still, what you're describing from my point of view is you want to jump out and make a defense roll and be like, "Hey guys, look at me, shoot at me, and I'm going to defend against that shot and try to pull that weapon fire into a place where it's not dangerous to somebody else. So,
Yes.
Great. So if you want to do that, you would take like you said, you have your absorption power.
Yes.
What die size does the absorption power have?
So that's an 8.
Great, so D8. I am trusting you guys with what your abilities say. I have a vague knowledge of all of those things because I wrote them all down, but I'm also just not having all of your sheets in front of me. So when you,
Yeah, I mean,
I will try to the best of my ability to tell the truth.
do that. And if you ever can you explain a thing? I can pull your sheet up and
yeah,
Cool.
The D&D game I just ran had almost no rules, and it was fun as hell. So
Yeah, rules are just to help you have a good
it
time.
ended with a bullywug turning into a tadpole and then getting eaten by a rock gnome. So we like to have fun. What are you looking for?
More dice.
So you're going to grab the D8 from your power, but you're also going to grab a quality and your status die. So you're in the green zone right now. The scene it is.
Yeah.
I need to build a scene tracker, which I can put up here. Yep. And we're going to say green, yellow, red. Got to do sound effects whenever you draw boxes.
Boop, 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 boop.
And yeah, that kind of works. You can't see the green, yellow, and red on screen, but you'll just
But we can see enough of it. They understand
Yeah.
the concept of left to right. I
right.
hope.
The big black dark lines there are where you're in green at the beginning, then yellow, then red. Because everything in the Sentinel Comics role-playing game has a status moving from green to yellow to red. When you're in the green zone, everything's great. When you're in the yellow zone, things are scary. When you're in the red zone, things are really bad. So anyway, we're in the green zone right now. So what is your green status die, Aeon Girl?
6-sided die.
Great. So you have a D6 from your status. You have a D8 from the absorption power. You get one more die from one of your qualities. Which quality most applies to the thing you want to do here with this defense roll?
So my options are alertness, cosmic progeny, and ranged combat. So in my mind, I was thinking the alertness one just because I'm jump into action really quick.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay, so that one is a D10.
That makes perfect sense to me because you're very alert. You have this awareness, and you're like, "Oh,
I'm really aware of the room because of how I'm looking to find the prime viral video moment. So I'm looking at everything.
Maybe reviewing the footage. Wait a second, they have a gun in their
What's
pocket.
going on? Yeah.
Awesome, great. So build your die pool. Those 3 dice, roll them, and tell me your middle rolling result.
Okay. So my middle. So I actually rolled 2, 3, 4. So my middle one is a 3.
Excellent. And do you have the chart of the ranges? I should actually just build that over here, where 0, my goodness, is failure. 1 to 3 is failure or major twist. Just try to put as many useful details on screen for people as possible. And 8 plus, it's actually 8 to 11 is success, and 12 plus is overwhelming success. So did that chart stay on the? It's pretty close.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
close.
So basically, I rolled a 3, so I have a major twist happen.
Right. So you can. So when you have a 1 to 3 result, you can that's not even true in this case. If this were an overcome, that's the case. For a defense, you just succeeded the thing. Your defense value is 3. So you've got a bunch of people attacking you, and you're going to prevent damage. Based
got it. Okay, cool.
on that number that you rolled. I was building the overcome chart. It's fine. We'll need that in a minute.
We'll use it later, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I have a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm very fast, so I feel like I would go.
Yeah.
I know I feel like I've been talking a lot, but
You what?
yeah. I'm just I won't shut up.
I'm actually going to interrupt you, but this is great. So the essentially we're in round time. The Raider goons took their turn. They fired in the air, all that stuff. Aeon Girl has jumped out and done a thing. And at the end of Aeon Girl's turn, she set herself up. She's done this defense. She's gotten their attention. She's made her defense. At the end of her turn, Tachyon, Michael, if you're like, hey, I want to go next, you can request that, and it's up to her whether or not to pass it to you. But by all means,
Jennifer, I understand if you want to have someone else go next.
No, I want Tachyon to go.
Same.
I think it makes sense. Let's get a couple of quick ones in.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do a hypersonic assault where attack multiple targets using finesse, and so I use my min die for that, and then I hinder each target with my mid die.
Yeah, that's great. So you're just going to run out there and punch a bunch of people. Sounds good. So yeah, like it says, you use finesse whenever an ability dictates a power or quality that you're using. You use that power or quality, and then also one from the other category and status. So we're in the green zone. What's the status right now?
It's a 6.
Great. So you have a D6 for that. What's the die for finesse?
For finesse, it's a D8.
Great. And then what is the power you're going to use? If you're using the quality of finesse and the status of D6, what is your power?
I think that speed makes the most sense.
Certainly does to me.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do.
And is speed a D10 for Tachyon?
It is a D10, yes.
All right.
And
so what is your lowest rolling result?
my lowest rolling result is a 3.
Fantastic. That's great. So we'll deal with that attack first. I'm going to talk a little bit about how these waiter goons work, just so everybody's on the same page. They are in the game run as minions. Minions are represented by a single die size. In this case, the waiter goons are D8 minions. Whoop. And there are 7 of them there by the front door. And Tachyon, would you believe that you are fast enough to run and punch 7 different people?
I would normally say no, I'm not, absolutely not, but I am so fast.
Tell me from your heart. Do you feel like you got it?
Oh yeah, I can get every single. If I can see him, I can punch him.
I agree 100%. You can punch all 7 of them.
Down her face right now.
So whenever a minion is attacked, it rolls its die and tries to defend against that attack. So I got to roll 7d8s against a 3 each. So I rolled these dice here. I rolled 3 of them. I rolled a 1, a 4, and a 7. The one that rolled a 1, it rolled under the amount that was attacking it. So it's just destroyed. Boom, gone. Defeated, destroyed, blown up into a million pieces, or just very carefully knocked out. That's up to you, the player. And the other 2 successfully saved with the 4 and the 7. They beat that 3, but as a result, they save, but they're minions. Whenever a superhero attacks a minion, that minion doesn't get away scot-free. So those 2 D8s, those 2 minions that were D8s, they successfully saved. They're downgraded to D6s. So that's 3 of them, and roll 3 more because that's how many dice I brought. A 2, a 5, and a 6. So 2 have been defeated, and we got to roll 1 more. 3. So 2 of them are defeated, so we're down to 5 waiter goons. And
the downgrading dice mechanic. I think that's so cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So instead of 7 very healthy D8 minions, we now have 5 somewhat punched D6 minions and 2 knocked out waiters. And then the 2 that are left, you hinder with your mid die, right?
Yes.
And what was your mid rolling result?
5.
5. We use the same chart but with different numbers. The same values of 0, 1 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 11, and 12 plus, but it's a plus or minus 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down. And with a 5, you're in the 4 to 7 range. So you give each of them a -2 on their next roll, whether that roll is an attack. If they attack, they roll their same die, or in this case, a d6, and then it would be reduced by 2 because they're so shaken from getting all sorts of punch. Or if somebody attacks them, their defense rolls have a -2 to them. So good job, Tachyon.
Yes.
With that all done, who would you like to pass the action to?
Fellas? Either of you have a preference?
You got something cool
Let
to
me
do?
go. Let me go. Let me go.
I want Tim to go, or as I like to call him,
Muse.
Muse.
So Muse is eager to prove herself.
Sure.
To be into right previous wrongs. So she probably, the way that I am going to be playing her, bites off more than she can chew.
She's also 14.
She's also 14 and a half. So she's going to kind of like run up to the upper balcony and then look down at the, how many remaining goons did you say? 6?
There's 5 remaining goons. There's also a thing that you notice when you get to the upper balcony.
Okay.
When you get there, you automatically see, you don't need to like roll anything. You definitely notice it. You get there and you notice that there are a series of fancy chandeliers hanging from the domed ceiling of this place, and some of the fire from the alien weaponry that the waiter goons used has seriously compromised the hoist chains to one of them, and it is just hanging by a single link, and it looks like it's about to, pretty soon here, not this second, but any minute now, it could drop, and it's made of all these fancy crystalline sculptures that if it hit the ground, it would just fire crystalline shrapnel all throughout the room. Seems bad.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah, she gets up to the balcony, and she stares down, and she's about getting ready to try to take down all 5 remaining goons, thinking that she can do it. But she pauses, lets out a breath, and telekinesis is moving stuff, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to do a D6 telekinesis. Since I'm choosing to be mature right now, boy howdy, I can't wait to get nasty later. All mine are D8s or D10s. I guess I'll go awakened mind or creativity, either or. They're both the same.
So real quick, tell me what it is you're trying to do here.
Okay. Golly.
Like, what is the outcome you're shooting for?
So one of 2 things. One, hold it until someone else could help me, right?
Sure.
Like if someone has, I don't know, laser to get it up. 2, pull it down slowly. 3, throw it at them.
Ooh.
Great, I love it. So so what you're doing in terms of mechanics is an overcome check. An overcome check is like the category of all of the skills. Any skill, instead of being like, oh, I have a specific skill for this, specific skill for that. It's like, no, I'm trying to do a thing that isn't specifically violence. And on this overcome chart that I happen to already have here for some weird reason, one of the things on it, if you get like a 12 plus as a success, then you get an overwhelming success, which would be, you succeeded the thing you want to do, and you also get some other benefit, which would be like, I saved the thing, and I fling it at the bad guys. So it's possible, but we'll see. We don't have to determine what the outcome is, just what the goal of your action is.
Okay.
Do you have any green zone abilities that relate to overcome checks? I'm pretty sure you do.
Yes, I have 2.
Yeah.
I have both mastery, which means I'm good at what I do, and I have inner demon, which means a lot of my powers from what I do comes from not a super great spot.
From being a goth.
So I kind of want to do Principle of Inner Demon because she wants to fight it back, and she's kind of failing a little bit, and I don't know what her powers take in the lore, but I kind of feel like she closes her eyes, and then like darker glowing eyes, including that spooky third eye, but like in a sinister way. So she's tapping into a little bit of that evil, that good shit we all like to take a sippy on now and again.
Yeah, so this is good. You are, and I like this because it means you're doing this thing, and there might be some sort of backlash or fallout, but don't worry about that for now.
Yeah.
So
it sounds worth it.
Excellent. So with that, what are the power, quality, and status you're using to make this overcome check to try to stabilize this chandelier? So
telekinesis D6.
Love it.
Awakened mind D8.
Great.
Status D6. So.
Yep.
I doubt I'm going to get a 12. Let's see.
And the ability that you're using, the green zone ability of the Principle of the Inner Demon, allows you to use your max die as opposed to your mid die as the result, I believe.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Is that what it does?
Use max die. Yes. So I get a 7.
A 7. Fantastic. So the 7 is at the top of the 4 to 7 range, which means you succeed, but with a minor twist.
Okay, so it's like what sinister act comes from tapping? Can I like shoot the crystals at the bad guys and they get like rend? Like if I do, instead of like knocking them out like I would have done with Principle of the Mastery, can I like shoot them and like grossly blood's coming out and stuff like that or something?
I like the direction you're going. I'm going to tweak it a bit because for a minor twist, minor twists are almost always negative for the heroes. There's something
gotcha.
that comes out of it, or at least bad for the scene, which is probably bad for the heroes. And beyond that, the twists. Like a twist will never negate your success. Okay. But so you succeeded. You on a 4 to 7, you definitely succeed. and you've stabilized the chandelier. It still is in danger, but not in the, oh god, that's going to fall right now danger. That's
Gotcha. Perfect.
we need to do a little bit more to make sure it's not a threat at all anymore.
Perfect.
However, in the process of doing that, I love the thing you said. You're reaching out, Muse is reaching out with your mind, and you're using the dark energy, and you're grabbing that chandelier and stabilizing it. And at the same time, you're harvesting bits of crystal off of that to throw the crystal at the bad guys. And you do so, and the crystal tears through 3 of those Waiter Goon minions, leaving only 2 of the D6 Waiter Goon minions. But those 3 minions that are torn into by the crystal, the crystal shreds their flesh. And like Tachyon is a scientist, is also a hero who's been a hero for a long time. She's very much about like doing the right thing and being on the up and up. And so she's not going to just murder a person when she hits them really fast most of the time. So she's like, she dispatched a couple of opponents. You're shredding them with this crystal. And when you do, their bodies like turn inside out. And at first it's like, wow, I really killed them. But no, there's something underneath that skin that comes out. And you've got alien creatures.
No! Christopher, I thought we were going to win in just a second, brother. The giveaway is now open. You do hashtag giveaway. Which giveaway is this, John?
Blanket.
This is Jennifer's blanket.
Oh, let's all touch it. Her blankie.
It's really soft.
It's so
big.
soft. We've used this blanket,
We
kind
have
of.
used this blanket.
Is there any cat fur on this?
Probably.
Probably. If you're
It's in our house, so
well,
it has been in the closet. Like, for
and
quite
we'll give it a
bit.
good shake. And I don't think we can put it in the can't put it in the washer, can we?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't.
It's not like
it's not like covered in it.
It's not covered in it.
It's just it's been in our house, and we have 2 cats.
We have 2 cats.
You put it in the hand wash cycle.
Yeah, it probably would be okay actually.
Yeah. We'll give
As
it
long
a-
as I just make sure the ends are good.
We'll hit it with tennis rackets.
There you go. Do we need to do any live stream stuff, or
No,
are we good?
We're good.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Keep
Awesome.
donating.
Oh, apparently I can
Hey,
wash
we're
the
up
art.
to 46-34.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for getting that number up and up and up. We're
Yeah.
close to halfway. Very close to halfway.
Awesome. That's super thrilling. Okay, so yeah, I love this. Whenever we have a pause for doing streaming stuff, it's just the end of an issue as a cliffhanger end. We open the first page of the next issue, and there's these alien creatures rising up out of the viscera of these destroyed waiters.
Yeah.
They've got they grab the alien weaponry, and rather than like wielding it like a gun, it kind of merges into their hands. Hands is a strong word to describe the appendages that these creatures have. But there's these like homunculus creatures with laser hands now, and they look far stronger than they did as waiters. They're like, how did you get stronger from this? But something weird is going on here, to say the least.
It was like their carapace came.
Their body
off.
snatcher, whatever.
Yeah.
And how many of
something-
these aliens are there now?
There's 3 of them. The 3 that got shredded by the crystal have transformed into these alien creatures with laser hands that are much more dangerous than they were before. So there's still 2 dispatched waiters that are unconscious on the ground, 2 waiters that have been punched a bit but are still hanging in there and they've got guns, and then 3 alien creatures with the laser fists. So at this point, let's see. Muse has gone. The waiter goons have gone. The alien creatures just spawned, so they've essentially gone. Tachyon has gone. Bunker has not gone. Bunker is the only character in the scene that has not yet taken. Wait, hold on. Angirl started off with the defensive role.
Yeah.
So
that'd be nice.
my only choice is Bunker. I don't need to pass to like a villain or.
There are no villains in this scene yet that are eligible to pass to because the waiter goons and the alien creatures have already gone. But starting next turn, that is a bit of the calculus.
I pass it to Moobot.
Moobot.
So Moobot is currently out of his suit, but
Sure.
he's never too far away from it.
Of course not.
So what you see is Moobot dives under a nearby table, and he comes out the other side, and he's got his huge riot cannon strapped to his arm.
Oh, cool. So he's not even in the suit. He's just grabbed it.
He's
Right.
just grabbed the gun because
He had it
it
under the
takes a
table.
little while to get into the suit. He hasn't got his lube with him, so
He needs help to get into the suit.
I love
Yeah.
the idea that
he needs someone to zip
before
up the back.
Exactly.
I I love the idea that before this gala started, you're like, and I'm just going to stash this massive energy cannon underneath the catering table.
He puts it through the metal detectors. Like,
Well,
is this
there's
okay?
like a whole sort of crate under there which has got all the bits of his suit in because he doesn't like leaving it too far away. But so he just comes out with just the cannon strapped to his arm.
That's great.
And he wants to shoot at the aliens, obviously.
Sure.
But he's going to aim for their blaster arm things.
Okay. All right.
Try and disable their weaponry. He's not quite sure what the weaponry is, but it looks pretty nasty, so he wants to sort of get rid of that advantage.
Did you know that Moobot's riot cannon, the name of it is actually an acronym?
For what?
Thank you. Michael, thank you so much.
I did not know that. What's next?
It stands for the Regulated Impulse Operations and Tactics Cannon.
Ah.
I recently wrote that, and when you mentioned the riot cannon, I was like, oh, yeah. Anyway, great. So you're going to shoot at some alien creatures, specifically shooting at their laser hands.
Yes.
That seems like a good choice.
So that would be ranged combat, which is the quality, which is a D10.
Okay.
The status die was still green, aren't we? So that's a D8.
Sure. Yeah,
And then the die for the actual cannon is another D10.
Awesome.
That's what you want to hear.
Are you using a specific ability with this, or are you just making a basic attack?
Just a basic attack.
Awesome, great. And what's your mid-rolling result?
3.
3. Woof.
2 3s and a 5.
Oh man. Well, the alien creatures, when they reformed and integrated the lasers into their bodies, they came back as D10 minions. So it's going to roll as D10, and it got a 9. But it is a minion, so you blast away at it, and the beam from the riot cannon tears through its shoulder. You miss its hand by just a bit, tears through its shoulder, and takes a chunk out. And that chunk doesn't grow back. It seems like it might, given time, but it isn't yet. And so there's 2 alien creatures at a D10.
What color is their blood?
Oh, yeah, great question.
That is a great question. Their blood is kind of like a blue raspberry color. You know,
Oh,
delicious.
nice.
Yeah.
No.
So with that, we're at the end of a round, and so everybody loses their check marks, which is what I'm using to track initiative here.
Boom.
And that means, there was one thing left to pass it to that we'll automatically pass it to at the end of the round. It wouldn't have made a difference either way, which is the environment itself. The environment is a thing that gets passed to as well in the scene. So the scene tracker up here represents the environment. And when we pass the environment, a couple of things happen. First off, every time we pass the environment, we check off one of the boxes on the scene tracker. So the green zone, the scene tracker is advancing. We're into the green zone now. We're still in the green zone, rather. But
Right.
if we check one more box off, we'll enter the yellow zone. When we're in the yellow zone, we all act as if we're in the yellow zone. So even if your health, which is what governs your personal zone, hasn't changed, you get access to your yellow zone abilities. So that'll be coming up later this upcoming round here.
If things are like crumbling around you, you can do more stuff.
Yeah, right. It's the dramatic pacing of an action scene. That, like, sure, you don't usually pull out your coolest, biggest flaming sword at the very beginning. You gotta get there. I see in the chat that somebody won. It looks like.
Nice.
Yeah, Vanafina.
Vanafina, you get a nice blanket, and like I said, apparently I can wash it, so good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
So
Unless you want the smell of kitties.
Unless you want our kitty cat hairs. It's not that bad. It's not been out in a while.
And again, I promised earlier, if we get to certain chat or charity levels, we will rub it on ourselves. Maybe I'll rub it on me as soon as I wake up one day.
Blanket has spent a lot of time with me personally because I made it.
Yeah, so you can make a for body pillow if you so choose with this thing.
Sure, just imagine all the energy I put into it.
That's so true.
All the episodes of Schitt's Creek I was watching.
Oh yeah, Star Trek's in there.
Well, no, I didn't. I wasn't watching.
Oh, okay. How much games?
So I will DM you.
Oh god.
Oh god, yeah, it's a big blanket.
I will DM you to get your address, and then I will pass it on to Jennifer later.
Yeah, I don't think we can ship that. Well, I guess we can. It's for charity.
Yeah, true. True.
We'll see.
We'll figure it out. Hopefully, you'll live in America.
Yeah.
All right. So, at the end of the last very short issue of this comic book we're making together, Mubot shot the shoulder out of one of these alien creatures, and they all kind of turned and looked. They're looking terrifying. We're at the top of a round. We'll say that Tim, you passed the environment before the end of the round because I didn't mention this is a thing you can pass to. That's on me. So Mubot, you just finished your turn. It's the start of a new round. At the start of a round, whoever finished at the last round gets to pick who they pass it to. You can pass it to anybody in the scene, of course, because no one has acted yet in this round, except you can't pass it to yourself. Yeah. So you can pass it to any other character in the scene, including the environment or the waiter goons or the alien creatures. If you want, you could pass it to my characters.
So if I pass it to the environment, there's a chance that the status would change to yellow. Is that right?
Yes. So on the environment turn, it'll definitely check off an environment thing. Additionally, on the environment turn, there are various environmental effects that can happen, and one did on the environment's turn, but you don't know about it. It's fine. I'm just running an internal clock. I have another monitor over here with notes about what
whiteboards.
I think that's what I'm going to do so that everyone gets more powerful abilities and stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So
it is
the environment.
My yellow zone.
Thanks,
now.
brother.
We're starting by going whoop into the yellow zone. So everybody's now into the yellow zone. And it's not just like, we casually waltz into the yellow zone. There is a specific thing that happens that pushes us from, okay, this is bad, to, okay, this is really bad. And the large bay windows at the back of the hall shatter, and not for no reason, but because rather there's no visible reason, and yet you're all heroes. You've been around the block a couple of times. You know what's going on. These windows shatter, and then there's a bunch of weird, moist footprints that are advancing towards the crowd of screaming people. But you don't see any bodies attached to that. There's just like, there's the broken windows, then there's footprints on the ground. There's a sound of something large running towards the crowd. But there's something in this room with you, but you can't quite seem to see it with your eyes. So that's
we can still use our green zone, right? We get green and yellow, right?
Yes. When you're in the yellow zone, you have access to yellow and green. When you're in the red zone, you have red, yellow, and green. The only way that you would lose those is if you go all the way to out. If you're knocked out of a scene, you still have your incapacitated ability or out ability. So you're still doing something in a scene, but you are no longer you're no longer on your feet. So okay, so that was the environment's turn. It's gonna pass it to this thing, which is gonna like just wander around and do something. There's the creature, the large, unseeable creature advances on the crowd, and you hear it make a weird, like chirping sound that seems like almost out of character. It's like that high pitched, like cheep sort of chirping sound.
Huh? But it's
I don't know what that means.
Footprints.
A moist chirp.
Yeah, and that's it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Yeah. And so with that, at this point, it can pass it to whatever it wants. It could pass it to the waiter goons, the alien creatures, but these things are like strictly bad guy things. I'm not really sure what's going on with this invisible thing yet. Invisible is, you know, who knows. But I will pass it to the falling chandelier, which is going to continue to be perilous. If it takes too many turns, it will fall, but it only needs, the reason these checkboxes are here, it only needs one more success to be removed as a hazard. So that is a thing you might want to look at. And with that, we'll pass it to Tachyon. Tachyon's very fast and he's itching to do a thing. Actually, I'm going to take it back. I wanted a specific thing to happen. I apologize. Tachyon, you're coming up next, I promise. I pass it to the waiter goons.
No!
The reason I pass it to the waiter goons is they've been waiting for some time to shoot Aeon Girl. Because Aeon Girl, when they first came to the door, Aeon Girl's like, hey, nerds, here's a big old defensive shield. And then a bunch of things happened.
I want to be famous. I just quoted mine.
Unfortunately, this has given her enough time of keeping that shield up that she has been like, okay, I've got the shield. All right, other things are happening. I'm able to let go of the shield with one hand and pull my cell phone out and like, all right.
Selfie.
All right, so we've got two waiter goons that are shooting at you, Aeon Girl. You've got to defend 3. So these attacks are going to be reduced by 3. Additionally, these waiter goons are somewhat punched by Tachyon, so they have a minus of 2. So they both, unless they roll 6s, you're not getting hurt. And you've drawn all the fire from them, so they're not shooting anybody else. We've got a 5 and a 2, but both of those -5 is nothing. So you get shot at a bunch, and you just pull it all into your shield, and you're fine.
Just like whatever, I flipped my weird
It's
cape
like food.
thing
You
at
burp.
them. Yeah, yes.
All right, so with that, the Waiter Goons have gone, and now we pass it to Tachyon. So the people that are left in the scene that have not yet acted, because a lot of things have acted, in this round are the 4 of you have not acted, and the alien creatures haven't acted. Tachyon, take it away.
I want to do a thing. I'm not sure exactly what it would be.
Great.
So I will just describe what I would like to do.
Yeah.
And you can help me out. So obviously Fieri was doing a cooking demonstration earlier.
Naturally.
And which involved a baking component, of course, because he's known for his baking.
Sure.
And so there's a whole bunch of flour up on the table there, and I want to go and grab that and make like a cloud of flour in this general invisible monster zone.
Sure.
Because I feel like it's an invisible monster, and I think this will.
Whoa! Monster is such a loaded word. Like. Okay, so I would call what you're doing an overcome check, where you're trying to overcome the invisibility of this monster so that he is revealed to all. It's a visible thing.
Yes.
Entity. So with that in mind, do you have any principles that seem like they would? Do your green zone principle abilities seem like they would help out? With that?
I mean, it could either be speed for zipping around, or it could be a lightning calculator kind of.
Sure, lightning calculator makes sense. You got to like figure out where this thing is, your positioning of that. What is the in your green zone abilities? The last 2 abilities are both related to your principles, right?
Yeah. So I've got principle of speed and principle of science.
Science, right? That's the other one. Of course it is. And I believe the principle of science would let you use your max die instead of your min die or your mid die as a result. What's your power that you're using to make this happen? What's your quality that you're using to do this? And what's your yellow status die?
Okay, so my yellow status die is a 6.
Great.
My power, I guess, is my lightning calculator.
Sure.
And my quality is, I would say, science.
Sure. Yeah. You're taking measurements as you're going here.
Okay. Which is great because that's a D12. So I got a 6, a 10, and a 12. And
I just gotta say, it feels great to have 132 people watching, playing games with my friends, WhatsApping my family from all over, from St. Louis
Hey,
to
what's
Germany.
up, family? Watching the chat.
It would mean a lot to all of us here if we could get to $5,000 in 1 minute, but it's totally okay if not. There's been so many things that have taken our money this year, meaning for so many great causes.
Exactly.
So no worries.
So give what you can.
Give what you can.
Don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad. And I want to shoot all the love through the air and hit you with it like a World War I era artillery. Have you heard of World War I?
Tim will not stop talking about World War I because he's
will
listening
not.
to the podcast about it.
It was bad. Sorry. Go ahead.
My max die is a 10.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So
each of my allies gains a hero point.
That is true. Any of your principal abilities say that after you do it, you and each of your allies gain a hero point, and that's worth recording because hero points are used in between sessions for advancement. So for when we play this game next time with all you guys, these same characters, you'll have those hero points.
Nice.
Whenever that happens. But you, as a 10, you're in the 8 to 11 range, and as a result, you completely succeed. There's no twists, there's no drawbacks. You run around with this bag of flour, and you're just like, fip, and covering this creature of flour, and you're able to really easily define this creature. And there is a notable part of you that wishes you hadn't. Knowing is half the battle, but the other half is surviving the knowledge that you now have. And that you've got this, definitely seemingly alien creature that at first you think it's maybe just like a giant skeleton. It's very skeletal. But then you realize why there's so much moistness, which is great for the flower, very helpful for that part, is that it's this like dripping metal and ceramic robotic creature that has a face like the skull, but not a skull of any creature you've ever seen before. But with the head of the skull, the top of the skull, the top of the skull is large. It's large and imposing, and it has at least 16 eye holes. And it turns all those eye holes to you, Tachyon. And even as you run around it faster than the human eye can follow, though its head follows you unerringly. It
So it's not a human. Got it.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna call this guy
Eddie. Eddie.
Eddie. That's great.
Like
This
from
is
Iron Maiden.
From Frasier the dog.
we're gonna call this Eddie the Eyes.
Oh, yes.
And he's just gonna look at you. That's probably not concerning in any way. Who knows what'll come of that? So, Tachyon, you have succeeded. You have revealed Eddie the Eyes and helped keep Eddie from doing anything that escapes your notice. Who do you want to pass it to?
I'm worried about this chandelier situation.
Yeah, I think I can do something about that, by the way. So
Well, then I will pass to Aeon Girl.
throwing it out there. Okay, so I would like to use my principle of cosmic energy. So I overcome a challenge using involving it says involving cosmic energy. So what does that mean? Like I use cosmic energy or a problem that has cosmic energy in it?
Right. So this would be overcoming a challenge where the challenge is specifically created by cosmic energy.
Got it.
So that if there is a cosmic energy based challenge somewhere in this scene, like I could see that. But
so what if instead, what if can I do fly interference and attack using flight, and I like fly at the chandelier to like grab it?
So the attacks are for dealing damage to a thing. So if you want to like fly up to the chandelier and grab it and do an overcome there, that's not that ability, but that would be like you're just using you use your mid results. If you want to use one of those attacks to attack, say, some aliens or a weird metal ceramic skeleton with a bunch of eyes, or some waiters, those are options too.
Could this alien guy technically be considered cosmic because he's not?
Oh man, there's some sort of cosmic
universe.
energy that is powering Eddie the Eyes. I would definitely say.
So the whole reason that Michael passed it to me is now null and void, but that's okay. I'm gonna just barrel forward anyway.
If you want, I can take care of it because I have overcome energy.
Okay, so I'll
yeah. If you want to deal with something else.
Yeah, I would like to deal with Eddie the Eye, I think. And yeah, I'm going to use my principle of cosmic energy on Eddie the Eye. Eddie the Eye.
Right. Great. So I would like you to build your die pool. What's your power quality status?
So I think that what I'm going to do is I would like to use teleportation to just go like zoop, like over to where he is.
Sure.
And can I use my cosmic progeny? Because like I feel like I'm doing some shit right now. Weird energy shit.
Right. Cosmic progeny is just about the fact that you are the daughter of the cosmos.
Okay.
And so if this is in some way something from beyond the stars, you don't know it. You're not aware of it from previously, but you understand it on a molecular level.
Just like innately, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on here. Okay, so I'm going to do teleportation, cosmic progeny, and then my status die is still a D6. So that
I believe that's a 6, an 8, and an 8.
8 and a teleportation is 10.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. I rolled the same thing I did last time. What the hell?
So what's your mid?
My mid is 4.
Great. Yeah, you succeed with a minor twist.
Yay. Oh, actually, so when I do principle of cosmic energy, I get to use my max die.
Right. So what's your max?
5.
Yeah, 5 is better than 4. You succeed with a minor twist. So that is great. So, oh man, that's fantastic. It's everything I wanted here. That's exactly what I wanted here. So, Eddie, the Eyes is this construct. So you, Aeon Girl, of course know. You're like, I don't know what this thing is. It's really weird. and you reach out and you touch it, not with your mind, not with your hand, but with like your being.
My like essence, my katra.
Yeah, and as you do, you're like, ah, great. Yes, this is animated. This the skull, the skeleton, the metal and ceramic. It's all stuff that it was all made of pieces of things that were here on Earth, and some sort of cosmic force from beyond our planetary ken came down from the stars and animated this thing, and it tried to shape it in what it thinks a human looks like, and it just happens to not, like, it's very human blind. It's got some xenophobia. Yeah.
This is where the
points to its 6 eyes, 6 eye holes.
Yeah, I know.
So like it creates this thing, and it walks in here, and it has a very specific goal. So you get this guy, you get this thing, you understand what it's doing, and in fact, with you connecting your essence to the skeleton, it crumbles. Eddie the Eye just falls to pieces, and you're like, oh, awesome, great, wonderful. But the minor twist is that you have in no way gotten rid of the cosmic force. You got rid of Eddie the Eye, but Eddie the Eye was just the form that this cosmic force was looking to inhabit to do whatever it's looking to do here. Yeah. That's harder to determine. And that cosmic force is just kind of floating up over the crowd looking for a vessel.
It's looking for a body now. Okay, cool. Well, you're welcome, everyone. I definitely helped.
You got rid of
this is good for everyone.
He's erased the thing. That's good for us. We're not worrying about it, as he says.
Worrying. Yeah.
I want an enamel pin of Christopher's face. Just being, don't worry about
it. Man.
Well,
okay.
In that
Nubot, do you have something to overcome the chandelier? If not, I can, or I can overcome the chandelier past you to do something else.
There's still alien creatures with laser hands.
Yeah. So if you want to pass to me to take care of the chandelier, then I'll pass to Mubot.
Do that.
I think that makes sense. Because I feel like Mubot is going to just go in there and be like, pow, pow, pow.
Or should I pass to me?
Mubot wants to get into his suit, so...
Okay. All right, I'll just take it the chandelier. I'll stop overthinking it.
Yeah, chandelier time.
I'm going to use Principle of Mastery, overcome in a situation that uses your powers in a new way. So...
Sorry, real quick. What happened? Aeon Girl points at Muse and says, Muse, I choose you!
That's not a good meme anymore. And
it's
then
cool.
She takes off her giant pink bow and like unravels it and then ties it around her head to make a dope headband. She's like, it's time to get amusing. And then she's like,
oh no.
And then she bodily vomits and dies in the night. Okay, so I'm going to do Principle of Mastery. Overcome in a situation that uses your powers in a new way. Use your max time. So, Christopher, if you think about it, I've only used my powers once, so everything's a new way.
Sure. So what is the way that you're using your powers here to solve this chandelier issue? Like you said, you've got telekinesis. You've definitely got some telepathy. You've used your powers before to hold things up, to move things around. What is the thing you're doing with your powers here? What is the creative solution for solving this chandelier problem?
Okay, so I'm going to use, I guess,
Are you looking at power quality status right now?
Yes.
I'm not even there yet.
Okay, so let's.
My question for you, like you said, you're doing something. You're using it in a new way. My question for you is, what's this new and creative thing you're doing? We'll figure out what your power, your quality status is. Yeah.
I think what I want to do is try to like phase out the chandelier. So if it falls, it's like not in our plane or something like that, you know, or like it's in the negative zone or something.
This chandelier might fall, but when it does, it won't be part of this reality.
Exactly.
That is new and creative. Yeah, go for it. So now
what will work, but I believe in myself, and I've been doing my homework every night, and
that's pretty impressive.
I stopped smoking cigarettes when I got caught. So,
boy, he's a hard luck kid. So yeah, tell me what power quality status apply to this this new solution of yours.
Okay. Tell you what. How about intuition? You know, from my intuition class. Insight, because I usually think of insight as for human to human. That might be a stretch, right?
Well, sure, usually, but if you're saying that the insight here is your insight into the realm, the fabric of reality.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, the insight into that which is.
Right.
And I will use my max dice of a D12. I didn't roll a D12 last. No, I'm stupid. I use status dice, and I choose the best out of all of them. I'm not stupid. I believe in myself. We can all make mistakes.
You got a lot of emotions just then.
I think I got a 10.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you succeed with no complications whatsoever. You grab that chandelier, and it's interesting. You reach up to it, and as you reach out with your mind, you feel, oh man, this chandelier definitely is unstable. And if I interact with it, it's going to destabilize even worse. And you said, but it's time. I believe in myself. Yes. I believe in my friends. I can do this.
Yes.
You remove it from this plane of existence, and as it begins to fall, the concept of falling is no longer a thing that applies to it.
And I just go, yes! And then she realizes how loud it echoes off the marble and glass ceilings, and she just goes, Moobot, go! And I passed to Moobot.
Who unmutes himself?
Who unmutes
That's him
himself?
getting inside his robot suit.
Yeah, so Moobot wants to get into his suit, but I'm not exactly sure how I do that.
Great.
Do I just say I get into my suit? Get into my suit?
Where is your suit?
Sorry?
Where is your suit right now?
It's in a box under the table.
A real big table. All right, great. So there's like a stage thing set up to the side, and underneath the stage there's a bunch of risers that have the stage elevated, and there's a bunch of road cases of sound equipment and things are in there. And there's one road case that is a bit different than all the others for some weird reason. I don't know. And you hit a button, and that road case blows open, and the bugger suit stands there. And
I tell you what, though, actually, as you said, there was a rise thing in the stage, so my suit is actually underneath the stage. Right. I dive down into the hole, get in my suit, and then the thing rises up, and I rise out of the stage in my suit.
Electric guitars are playing.
Pyrotechnics go off.
That's great. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
So, and then am I just in my default mode at the moment, or can I choose which mode I start in?
You're just in your default mode. You just powered it up. Okay. You just initialized it. There are various abilities in your ability sheet that show ways to switch to different things. Yeah.
Then I want to use my ability called satellite-based mode shift.
Sure.
So basically, it's very Iron Man-like. This thing just basically smashes through the glass ceiling, because I'm sure there's a glass ceiling.
Fuck the glass ceiling is what I gotta say.
And it attaches onto my riot cannon and sort of transforms a bit and changes me into my tactical mode.
Sure.
I think my tactical mode? No, because I can't attack in tactical mode. So, can I only use my yellow abilities when I'm in one of my yellow modes?
No, your yellow abilities and your green abilities on your ability sheet, you can use as long as you're in the yellow zone, which we are. You can only enter your yellow modes when you're in the yellow zone. When you're in the yellow zone, you can enter your yellow modes or your green modes. And then when you get to the red zone, you have access to your red modes, just like your red
modes. But I can be in a green mode and use a yellow ability?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, the ability I'm using is the satellite-based mode shift anyway. So that turns my riot cannon into a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Let's see. So used the satellite-based. Where we go? Yeah, here we are. Yeah, and so part of that is you get to boost yourself. So you're creating a bonus for yourself. And so you use and you're in before you change modes, you first boost yourself, and you're in operations mode right now. So you use power suit as the die for that, which is a D10, and then you pick what your quality you're using is, and your status die is a D8 because you're in the yellow zone. So you've got a D10 for power suit and a D8 for your quality. What status, or not for quality, for status? What quality are you using to perform this whole series of things?
Probably veteran, I think.
Makes sense. You've been through the ringer.
Yeah,
you've seen combat before.
I've done this a few times.
Right.
So it's the D8 for that.
Yep.
And then, what was it? A D10 for the
D10 for power suit. A D10 for power suit, and then a D8 for your
power
stats.
suits.
Yeah, because on your
oh right, yeah, I see. I didn't see that on there. Yeah.
Cool. So roll those 3 dice and let me know what your mid is.
So a D8 and 2 D10s. Oh, that's better this time. My mid is 6.
6, fantastic. So 6 is in the 4 to 7 range, so it's a +2. So you have a +2 that is just kind of floating. You can use it whenever you choose to do an action. You can choose to add that +2 bonus to it. But what is the +2 bonus that you've created here? Is it a physical bonus of the thing that you pulled down from the sky is giving you this upgrade, or is it the shock and awe of you rising up from the stage and then firing down upgrades from the sky that is like impacted the room? What is this +2 that you have?
Yeah, I think possibly that, because I mean I don't think you can boost the grenades too much. They're grenades, but I think the spectacle of this huge robotic-looking dude coming out of the stage and then something smashing through the ceiling and attached onto his arms sort of sets everyone back a bit.
Yeah, and the alien's like, this is not what we signed up for, but okay, great. So
we live in an autocratic world.
And you are and you said you're in tactical mode, I believe? No.
I was going to change to tactical mode, but I can't attack in tactical mode, so
that is true.
I'll stay in operations mode, I think.
Okay, that's fine. So you created a boost for yourself. You're in your suit. You're all ready to go. Boosting is an action. You took the action, so you're ready to go. You're able to, you're done for your turn. But you've set yourself up. You've impressed the room, and you're wearing the bunker suit, so you have access to your full cadre of abilities and modes.
Oh yeah.
So that
Nice.
+2 bonus, I can just add that to my mid die next turn or something.
Right, and you have to declare you're using a bonus before you roll, but you can use it. I'm gonna hang on to it for a while. No, I'm gonna use it on my next action, or whenever is applicable. So.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. So with that, Muse is gone, Bunker's gone, or Mubot has gone. All of you have gone. The only thing that hasn't yet gone are the alien creatures.
Yeah,
them
there.
And I've got here also a cosmic force that's floating over the crowd. Sorry, I've got a cosmic force that's floating over the crowd. I realize sometimes I talk to my whiteboard, but my microphone doesn't. These fools will never realize what I'm doing. But okay. Right, so alien creatures must go, and in fact they will. 2 of the alien creatures, one of the alien creatures, the one that you shot with the riot cannon, Mubot, is suitably annoyed at you, and it's going to shoot a lance of energy out of its hand. They've got these laser hands, and it puts its hands together and fires a beam of lime green energy. All the colors are food tonight. Lime green energy at you, and it rolls on its D8 instead of a D10. It rolls a 4, so it does 4 damage to you. Now, because you're in the bunker suit, that's physical damage. That your armor can reduce physical damage, but this is not physical damage. So you take 4 points of damage, and this is the first damage that's been dealt to any of you heroes this fight. So good job.
Yeah, I was just like, wait a second, what happens when we get hurt? Oh, wait, yeah, it hurts.
You said it wasn't physical damage, so what kind of damage is it?
It's energy damage. It just it kind of burns away at the suit from these laser hands. And so that just your on your character sheet, the second page of your character sheet, next to your status die, it has your health ranges, and the highest number in your health range is your maximum health. So for bunker, it's a 28. So it means you're down to a 24 right now.
Okay.
Not really concerning, but
where do I record that on my sheet?
In the current section there, you can pencil it in.
Oh yeah, I see.
If you're looking at it on a screen, you might want to just, I can just.
I'll just open.
Oh, Christopher, you're already juggling so many on your beautiful whiteboard you love to talk to. We can take care of you.
So dependable. It's just
I know you don't have a favorite. You do not have a favorite Sentinels character, but do you have a favorite whiteboard?
Oh, that's really tricky because this one's my most used.
Right.
but I also have a calendar whiteboard that I really like.
Ooh, that's good. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, because there's sometimes, and you know, it's such humanity, isn't it? Though it's like the thing you use the most, you sometimes take for granted.
Oh, that's so true.
That's so true. Call your mother.
All right, so the one injured alien creature shot at Mubot. The other 2 alien creatures are going to shoot at the 2 characters that have been really very notable and scary to them. Muse has done a great job of taking care of the falling chandelier and kind of dealing with some crowd things, but Tachyon was doing a lot of punching, and Aeon Girl was doing a lot of big energy moves, and so they're the ones getting shot.
Big energy.
Get shot.
Tachyon gets shot with a D10 for 7 damage.
Owie.
Ooh!
Where did I put this hero sheet?
Ouch to your fast body.
That brings me down to 20.
Yeah. And that would put you into the yellow zone if you weren't already there, but we're already in the yellow zone, so there you go.
Now, did they just automatically get to hit you?
Yes, and the same thing when you damage them. So they get to roll their save because minions don't have hit points. They don't have a health value of numbers. But like major villain characters, villains themselves, have health numbers like heroes do. And when you attack them, they don't automatically defend. Now, for some characters that are innately armored, like Bunker, automatically reduces any sort of physical damage he would take by an amount.
Cool.
And there are different reactions on your hero sheet. And actually, Tachyon, you might be interested to know this. Let's roll that back just a little bit. Tachyon, the one that was shooting at you, I said the word shoot, but let me retcon that. This is comics after all. The thing that is it raised its laser hand up, and rather than firing a beam of energy, it coalesced a laser beam knife out of the end of its fist, and it ran up to Tachyon and slashed at Tachyon. And Tachyon, you on your character sheet in your green zone have an ability called Nimble Strike that just to the right of the name Nimble Strike, it has an R. And that R means it's a reaction. It means you can do it in reaction to another thing. So all of the, when it says A, it means an action. If it says I, it means an inherent thing. It's just constantly true. And R's are reactions. You can take one reaction around, it refreshes the start of your turn. So when that thing runs up to you to slash at you with its laser knife fist, you, if you want to, can use your Nimble Strike action because the target has moved near you, and you can attack it just by immediately rolling your speed die because you're that fast.
I would love to do that.
That sounds great.
So just roll a D10, eh?
Just roll the D10.
Would you believe that I rolled a 10?
I would believe that, but
Michael.
that makes me extremely concerned because it means that my alien, who's getting attacked before it gets to make its damage,
Oh no.
it has to roll its defense and save against a D10, which means it needs to roll a 10. So
Michael, he's a guest. He's taking
I'm
the time out of
sorry.
his Saturday.
I can't help it if I'm just an amazing roller of dice.
Just so fast.
He had to rush and eat shellfish. He
rolled
was nice enough.
This alien creature rolled a 6 on his D10, which does not beat a 10. For those of you following along. So there's one alien creature remaining because the one that ran up to slash Tachyon just sucker punched it and take it out.
Ooh.
Did a thing. All right, and then the other one is going to also make a laser fist because I really like that idea now, and run up to Aeon Girl and say, "Hey, how you doing? Would you like a slice?"
Would you call a laser fist cosmic energy?
In this case, I absolutely would.
Well, that's wonderful because I have a reaction called cosmic form. It says when you would take damage from cosmic energy, recover that amount of health instead.
Yeah, so you're at full health right now. When this thing runs up and laser fists you for 3 cosmic energy damage, you go, you drink it in.
Yum yum. Burp.
As the laser fist knife slices into your body, it kind of flickers, and Aeon Girl glows a healthy glow.
Yeah, I look like I've got my highlighter is like on point. I'm looking so good right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So these alien creatures are garbage, and they deserve to feel bad.
Yeah, Christopher, I know the game's not out yet, but you might want to buff the... I know we're power gamers. We're professional.
Yeah, I'm such a power
players.
gamer, making my character want to go viral.
No, it's fine. I don't even care. I don't care. It's fine. Whatever.
Drinks it down.
All right, so there's only one thing left in this round that hasn't acted yet. And so the alien creatures pass it to that nebulous cosmic force that's floating in the air. And the nebulous cosmic force that's floating in the air, it floats around and it descends down into the crowd. You kind of all see it as a shimmery broccoli green outline in the air. That it floats around and it descends back down behind the catering zone into the area where all the chefs are.
Don't do it.
And you hear
Oh no.
a sinister laugh. That's more of a cackle, really.
Oh, no.
And a figure wreathed in a corona of energy with like energy fire flicking up out of his hair.
No.
Raises
Please.
up from behind this desk and
No.
and yells something.
Welcome
about,
to Flavor Town.
something about a kick of donkey sauce.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no, God.
I want to kick them out of Bedford and crackers.
I don't do this.
See, if you thought we would have had on this, the Trevor Tabletop Day, International Day for Geekly, a possess Cosmic Guy Fieri, we all knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Mash that donate button.
Yeah. Get us to at least 5,000 for us to save Guy Fieri.
Yeah, or else we'll let him go.
he's gonna be possessed for eternity.
Forever.
Yeah.
Can you get my water?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this is great. This is fantastic.
And
We are holding Guy Fieri hostage right now.
And Christopher, I
Unless you get us
assume
to $5,000.
this is like a draft adventure. And you what'd you have to do to get Guy Fieri's license? Do you call him something different?
So this Guy Fieri is I'd written Chef Fieri, and now it says Cosmic Chef Fieri here.
Have those words never been said?
I told you that this Guy Fieri spells his name. We're gonna say G-U-I.
Okay.
Yes.
Legally distinct.
Yes. Human Filth in the chat said, we truly are playing Dungeons and Dragons and Diners and Dives. It's true.
All right, so Cosmic Guy Fieri, or rather the Cosmic Force, has taken its turn taking control of Guy Fieri. And as a result, we're at the end of the round.
You monster.
I hate you. I hate what you've done to my good friend Guy.
I know we're doing this for charity and to have fun, but I'm pissed off.
That is Muse talking.
Oh, man.
That exact voice.
I just need... Where do my adventures go? Oh, my God. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm just drafting up a villain real quick here. When we started this, I had no idea that Cosmic Guy Fieri was going to be...
Come on. That's happened like every third game, you know?
And...
I'm trying to think of ways to kill and destroy Guy Fieri, and each one I like better than the last.
I like that you immediately went to kill and destroy Guy Fieri, whereas Jennifer had said we need to save Guy Fieri.
No, yeah.
We have to liberate him from the alien force.
Yeah. I guess once you said we're at a charity event, it necessitated that Guy Fieri was there. That dude's a rock star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta give
If
it
we
up.
were either at like a boat fest,
A barbecue fest.
or a charity event, that dude, I love him.
I want to save the cosmic essence from getting tainted.
Michael!
You fucking disrespect
Not a tabletop day.
Not this tabletop day.
I think we can all agree that whether or not you like Guy Fieri, he doesn't deserve this fate of being taken
We
over.
can all agree on that.
We can all agree on that.
Some sort of sinister cosmic force. And whatever the goals of this cosmic force, you probably don't want it to succeed. Because it's a new round. Cosmic Guy Fieri must pass it to someone else other than himself in the scene. And so he's going to pass it to the alien creatures.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it does make sense.
Right. The alien creatures are going to, one of them, the one that sliced away at Aeon Girl, kind of looks hard at Aeon Girl, raises its fist up in the air, and the color of its previously lime green. Man, so many food. Lime green lasers turns instead to a dark chocolate brown. This like
ooh, I don't like that
energy that feels less cosmic and more necrotic, possibly.
Necrotic ganache.
It's almost like you're trying to keep me from pushing back the cosmic energy. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, also, you've used a reaction already once this round, so you can't use that reaction again.
That's fair.
Until the start of your turn. So I don't have to do that, but it's more fun to come up with fun things that are happening in the story. So yes, seven slicey damage to Aeon.
Ouch.
Kind.
Do you want a piece of
You
paper?
have so much health.
I'll just do my phone. Well, I can't do anything about it. So yeah, so now I'm down to 28. Help.
Yeah, Aeon Girl has so much health because you're just.
I have a lot of health. I'm still in green. I'm like, I feel fine.
And then the other one, the damaged one, is going to continue firing its laser fists at Mubot. For 6 more damage to Mubot. Unkind. Very unkind.
Thank you so much. We've entered $4,700. Thank you so much, everyone.
If you get to 5,000 during the stream, I will post a picture of myself as a baby.
During our section.
During our section.
So,
yes.
Well,
this section.
You have an hour and 9 minutes.
To get $300 more.
Yeah, that's possible.
Come on. Chop chop. It's a real cute picture.
Yeah.
Well, these goons don't have a -2 anymore. And in fact, they don't do anything. The alien creatures are going to pass it on to the waiter goons. And the waiter goons have spent long enough in this flimsy form of vague humanity. They hold their laser guns in the air and grab their laser guns with the other hand and shove it down into their hand in a really horrifying, crunchy, slicey sort of way.
Ooh, yucky.
And then their bodies reform around it and they become alien creatures.
Yuck.
Yep. Laser goons are gone. You get more alien creatures. They've all acted this round, though.
Did the 6 damage that Bunker just took take into account his armor plating?
It doesn't need to because it's not physical damage.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So I'm on 18.
Yes, you are at 18. Tachyon's at full, whatever that is. Muse's at full, whatever that is. And Aeon Girl's at 28.
Can you remind me from Theater of the Mind what the aliens look like, the alien creatures?
Yeah, the alien creatures, they are, they're bipedal, but they are very hunched over.
Yeah.
And when they like run, like when one of them ran a Tachyon and then got decked, it leaned forward to run on all fours, but rather than running on all 4 hands, because its front hands are lasery hands, it ran kind of on its elbows.
Oh, it's fucked up.
It's just like amorphous, drippy, ooze-like creature. And they're kind of like a weird white pink color, like something that maybe lives in a cave away from the darkness.
Okay.
Away from the light in pure dark.
Like those fish that are blind and like
yeah. And its face is like you feel like its face is a face because of where it's located in the body, but it doesn't have any sort of facial features, just more of that kind of gooey, drippy mold flesh.
Is there like anything more fucked up than like a face with no like features on it? I feel like looking at that like immediately gives me such like existential dread. It's just like so scary.
Yeah. So that's what I've got for you. Oh, and they have like a weird vestigial tail lump at the back of their body for some reason.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Michael DiMauro donated. We're now at 4,814. Thank you so much.
See that
Michael
baby
DiMauro.
pic. Give to Monica. You were a treasure.
I was muted. I was like, don't call me out like that.
Too late.
Michael, thank you so much for giving. You take so much for this community, and it's so nice
to finally get a little tiny bit back.
Yeah.
All right. So the alien creatures pass it to the waiter goons, and the waiter goons cease to exist, becoming alien creatures themselves. Very gross, very gross. And then the initiative got passed on to the environment. The environment checked off the box on the scene tracker, like we do. And one of the things that happened is the crowd has lost it. All these people that are here in this crowd have been hiding under tables. They've been screaming.
Yeah.
They've been like, you know what? Maybe we're okay because like Tachyon's running around punching stuff, and Moobot came up out of the stage in the big power suit, and Muse and Aeon Girl have been doing awesome things, looking both very cool but also kind of young. And you got that fresh face here. You like that? So they're like,
Yeah, we're
like things are
we're
scary.
teens.
Probably fine. Probably fine. But when Guy Fieri floats up on the table with the
Too much.
cosmic fire, they're like, what? There is no God. The world.
We have no chance.
We are now!
And so they are all screaming and panicking and running for the doors, and like the crowds are stampeding. It's bad. It's really bad.
Man.
Somebody's gonna have to do something to save these crowds from themselves. Probably. That's the thing that's going on in the scene. There's 4 alien creatures. There's Cosmic Guy Fieri. Who knows what he wants? I'm sure it's fine. Oh, and there's a giveaway going right now. Tell me about this giveaway.
Yes.
This
This is for a hero book. They
hero
are
book.
super cool.
Tell me
they're
about
like
these
notebooks which have like lots of like reference sheets and stuff in them for D&D, like
Or
class
these
stuff
the
and
ones we
things
saw
like
at
that.
PAX Unplugged. Those things are cool as hell.
Yeah.
They've got like a reusable character sheet and stuff in them, and
Yeah.
like
And, like,
loads
that
of
you can like write
quick
on with like
reference
markers.
Dry
and
erase
things.
stuff.
And they just like look really
Yeah.
cool too.
Yeah.
Like the actual book itself looks really cool.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Now you said this is for something called D&D.
So it is for D&D because it has like quick rules and stuff like that. But you could use the basics of it for anything. But it's pretty much just for D&D. Well, not the bonus is for D&D.
What does that stand for? I don't know that I'm familiar with this D.
It's Drunks and Dragons.
Drinks and daggers.
Fascinating. All right, cool.
Fancy.
Good time.
Yeah. So there's a giveaway. Do it, baby. Light my fire.
Yes.
All right. Right. So with that, we've got the environment, and so we're gonna pass it back to Muse. Muse, you are feeling the psychic weight of all the people in this room. Like you felt a scream of terror from within the form of Guy Fieri as the Cosmic Force took over, and then that terror emanate out from Guy Fieri into the rest of the crowd. What are you gonna do?
So it seems like she kind of has the ability to both like confuse and calm. If I think
that's some good crowd control shit.
Yeah. So I think what I want to do is either suggestion or telepathy. Either suggest, yo, chill, or telepathy be like, I'm in your head. Chill.
It's fine.
And then I want to use insight to like think what I know about humans.
Sure.
Conviction.
You could like tell them to go somewhere. Like
yeah. How about that? Is there anywhere close that seems safe? Is there like I don't know. I know we're safe next to Cosmic Guy Fieri. We can all agree to that. But is there anywhere safer?
Right, sure. So you're saying you want to tell this crowd, hey guys, rather than stampeding, proceed in a quick but orderly fashion out the doors and to the escape zone. That's the safe.
Yes.
Zone. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. What's the town? Liberty City or whatever? What's it called?
Sure. We're at Liberty City right now. We're not. This is a different place than Megalopolis.
Okay.
It's a place called
sorry.
where we are.
Yeah, it's like the Liberty City PD. That's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
we're in Grand Theft Auto now. Okay.
No. This is Liberty City. This is come on, dry erase marker. Liberty.
Can it be Libor D City like with Bor and
Liberty City?
Like BOA? Is that how it's spelled? Bor?
What are you trying to
Libor D City.
Why are we saying it this way?
So we don't get sued.
You know what? I got it. Here we go.
Libor.
Yes,
Libor D City.
Liberty
It
City.
used to be a hog town, and it still is if you think about it. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I have anything necessarily. I mean, I do because one might say the crowd is a situation. Is that correct?
I would call it a situation. Yeah.
All right, then fine. I have these overcomes. I might as well use them, my friends. So yeah, I'm just gonna use principle of mastery, and I'm using it in a new way. I'm an adult now.
Sure.
I save lives, and instead of trying to scare these people, I'm trying to, and I hate to say this, reassure him that it's gonna be all right.
It feels very uncool,
It's
but
so
you know you need to do
uncool.
it.
So I said telepathy or suggestion and insight based on knowing humans.
Sure.
So
This feels like a
D10.
suggestion to me that you're like, hey guys, you should maybe go to the safe place.
Yeah, hey, we've all had tough times. I used to be bad. 9 it looks like, because I used my max die.
That's great. Yeah, 9 is fantastic. You completely succeed. You convince these crowds to start moving to the door. There's still a good number of people in here. You got at least, let's say, 47% of these people out the doors, on their way to safety, and the situation is notably less dire as a result. Still bad. Still lots of people in danger. Far fewer people in danger, though.
Okay. Anyone have anything they want to do, or do you want me to pass it randomly, rolling a d4?
I'm gonna do
Mostly just to prove to Christopher that we did need our d4s.
I mean, my plan is to attack the bed.
I will give it to Aeon Girl.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get a drink.
I feel like you should conjure some sort of cosmic cake boss to
to fight. Oh my god. Well, okay. So what I do want to do is I want to use my power called Internal Cataclysm.
Okay. Yeah, that's
so it says attack all nearby opponents using Infernal, which I don't quite know what it means, but it sounds fucking cool. So
Infernal is one of your powers, and you have your second power on your power list is the Power Cosmic, and the Power Cosmic is just cosmic power, like the stuff that you're made out of.
Yeah, space shit.
That said, the thing that made you, the event that created you as a was an infernal spell, and whereas cosmic is space shit, as you say, infernal is dark magic, and
devil shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that like take a form, or is it just like I'm like shooting out like dark purple, like horrible energy from my hands? Or
sure. I mean, you can have it shoot out dark purple, horrible energy from your hand. You can also gesture at all these creatures around you, and then there's some sort of roil of energy that happens inside them and bursts its way out of their forms. I mean, like whatever you want to do, you tell me.
I like that one. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So now I'm going to roll. So okay. So Infernal, I'm assuming that makes sense.
So Infernal is one of them, but you need to pick. So and then you're in the yellow zone, so D6 there. But then, what quality are you using for this?
So I think that Cosmic Progeny makes the most sense. I also have ranged combat, which could be
ranged combat. You're reaching out and attacking.
Yeah. Okay. They're the same. So I have 2 D8. So I gotta steal one from here, and then a D6. Ooh, I don't like what I did just then.
So, first off, what's your mid die? Because the attack that hits all nearby opponents happens to your mid die from your mid die.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Your mid is a 2. This is fascinating. So your mid's a 2.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, 2, and a 7.
Oh, you're not gonna like that 7, but we'll get there.
Oh
so
boy.
that 2 is gonna attack the 4 alien creatures and Cosmic Chef Fieri. So one of the alien creatures has already been damaged by Bunker by Moobot, back in the day. And so it's a D8. The other 3 alien creatures are all D10s. They're all going to roll. And if any of them roll a 1, they'll be immediately destroyed. None of them did. We've got a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 3. So nothing great, but enough to... But that means that all of them get damaged. The thing that we talked about happens. There's a roil of energy from inside.
Yeah.
It bursts out of their forms, and they all look a bit more holy.
Very good. So I think the thing that is now going to happen that is not going to be good for me is that I have to hinder myself with my max die, which was a 7.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Because that's the first thing that happens. And also,
I'm trying to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. Cosmic Chef Guy Fieri also takes that 2 damage.
Take that, you jerk.
But then and then any of the targets that are dealt damage this way, which is all of them, get hindered with the min die, which is also a 2. So they all have a -1 to the next thing they do, including Cosmic Chef Fieri. So that's
Yay!
good. You put some damage out, and you got a -1 hinder on all of them, but you also hindered yourself with a roll of 7, and that 7 roll is a -2. So you've got a -2 to the next thing you do, because that infernal energy that you try to keep tamped down, it's coming out.
Yeah. I do a horrible scream, like it's really guttural, like it's gross.
Well, nice.
Yeah, I go.
Excellent. All right. So that is Aeon Girl. Characters in this scene include and are limited to Tachyon and Moobot.
Do either of you have a thing that you're just like
I want to do?
I've got
lots of damage.
I've got a thing I can do, but it's not. It doesn't need to be now or whatever.
John, would you like to go next?
Go first. Yeah,
sure.
No,
I will go first.
I feel like John's been going last a lot, so let's get him in there.
He's the cleanup boy.
He is the cleanup guy. Like I feel like that is kind of the like big like robot person's role.
So last round, this thing smashed through the ceiling and attached to my riot cannon, basically turning it into a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
This round, I'm going to use that grenade launcher.
I love it.
I'm going to use that +2 bonus I got.
Certainly. And whenever you use a bonus that you have, or when there's a hinder as a negative, it applies to one of the dice of the roll, which usually is only the die that's the effect die, but your grenade launcher ability does use your max and mid and min die all three.
So
you
I
decide
can
which one
attack 3 targets, one with the max die, one with the mid, and one with the min. So,
and which one are you going to apply the boost to? Your max, mid, or min?
To the max, and the max one is going at Guy Fieri.
Oh, yeah.
And the other 2 are going to whoever looks the most injured out of the alien dudes.
Sure, there's one of them that's at a D6, and then there's 3 of them at a D8. So you'll get 1 at a D8, 1 at a D6, and your max at Guy Fieri.
Yes.
Love it.
So max for Guy Fieri, mid to D8, and min to D6.
So your grenade launcher uses your power suit die for your power, but you still pick quality and a status. And so your power suit die, I believe, right now is a D10.
It's D10, and the quality would be ranged combat, so it's not a D10, and the status is a D8.
Yeah, bunkers does characters' status changes as they go to different zones, because in different amounts of panic you're feeling changes your status. Bunker's status is always a D8. He's very focused.
So my mid is a 4. I got a 3, 4, and a 7. So I added the 2 to the 7, so that's a 9 to Guy Fieri. 4 to the D8 guy, and a 3 to the D6 guy.
Excellent.
Everyone, we passed 5,000.
Oh, wow.
It's not fair because I gave Jennifer and I's donation now, so it's not real. But I just wanted to feel good. It's still real. It's still real.
All right, Timmy. I don't know how to post this. I'm gonna text it to you.
Post it on Twitter.
Oh.
You can send it to me in a Hangout, and I can put it on the stream.
But I will put it on Twitter also.
Yeah, okay,
both of those
and do that, and John will put your baby face on the stream for who knows how long.
Perfect.
Rest of the night. Who's to say? Thank you so much, everyone.
Terrible. All right. So, Moobot, you fire funk, 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 3 grenades out into the crowd of people. No, into the alien and also 1 at Cosmic Guy Fieri. Cosmic Guy Fieri, there's the 2 that hit the creatures. 2 of them bounce into the creatures, 1 of the more injured creatures and 1 of the less injured creatures, but both of them get destroyed, just completely blown apart into little drippy bits by these grenades. Guy Fieri turns, looks at Moobot, and as the grenade is flying towards him, reaches out, catches the grenade, and looks at it with a gleam in his eye. And as it's about to explode, he takes a bite out of it. It says, fresh! It explodes, and it deals him damage, but he seems not as concerned about that as he is putting on a good show. So you definitely hurt him a bunch, but he's still got it.
Okay,
Seemed to enjoy it.
And I pass it over to Tachyon.
Yes.
Christopher, is that a giant display of chicken wings that I see over on the side table?
Absolutely, it is, of course.
Perfect. So I'm gonna run over and grab those, the whole thing,
Got 'em.
and then I'm going to do a light speed barrage.
Sure.
It's close combat, but I'm just basically bashing a few hundred chicken wings into Cosmic Guy Fieri's face.
That sounds great. I'm so into it.
All right. So I attack using close combat. I use my max die. If I roll doubles, I use my max plus my min instead. So close combat is a D8. And I'm thinking that this is just pure speed here.
Makes sense.
So that is a D10. And
Yellow goes to D6.
And the yellow is a D6. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, man, I'm rolling real good tonight.
Yeah, that's a great picture.
Someone's got to.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I love this creative cropping that's happening.
Yes. I took the picture of the picture on top of my bed cover at my parents' house. What do you call that? Comforter at my parents' house.
So lifelike.
It's a wax model of
Oh, wait,
myself
I also said I was
that
going
my parents still keep.
to do the picture of me as a long hair
There you go.
lout.
There you go.
Yes, double 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Let me see if I can find that.
Let's see. Michael.
Yes.
Did you already roll?
I did not. I rolled well, but I did not roll doubles. My
so what
max
is your max die?
my max die is 10.
10. Oh,
Yeah. I rolled a 10, an 8, and a 4.
Damn.
that's great.
I rolled max on 2 of my dice.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, Cosmic Guy Fieri gets a face full of chicken wings, and he's into it, but it definitely seems to be hurting him. The hurting that's happening isn't one of pain, of physical pain. The hurting that's happening is as these chicken wings are impacting him, and the sauce is getting in his face region. He's also he's tasting the sauce, and you see Guy Fieri inside this cosmic form kind of reaching out and be like, oh, I love this, I want to taste this.
Okay.
And the force is losing the battle against
Okay.
the power of Guy Fieri wanting more of those wings.
Okay. Yeah, you're making him stronger.
He craves them.
He craves
Okay,
That's
cool, man.
yeah, that's still time.
He's bad now. So
So we do not
Guy
stand.
Fieri's good.
We
Tim
don't
Allen's
stand
bad.
Tim the Tool Man.
Yeah.
Oh my god! just saw what was happening on the Twitch. It's very good. I love it.
Beautiful.
I want to know why I'm holding a ball in this picture. I don't know why.
I like
I'm
it.
holding a magical ball.
He probably was like, give it to me, it's shiny.
I'm sure they were like, "Kid, shut the fuck up and take this picture." And I'm like, "Cool." Oh my god, John! So good.
I've got a picture of me as a baby as well. Who should I send it
Yes.
Send it to
I
me.
hope it's just a picture.
So
from
that photo of
now.
me was taken the day before I shaved off all my hair forever.
Oh my
I've
god!
been
Sean.
shaving it ever since.
Wow.
I definitely have a long hair photo somewhere, but this is
Oh,
not that.
I've got it also saved somewhere.
Oh yeah, I've got the photo of you standing next to a tree with your long hair.
It's
Yeah.
good.
A good one. Hey.
Hey, cool it out
Hey,
there,
with the
Malden.
toots.
There were kids loudly skateboarding earlier. I don't know if you could hear them,
Oh.
but oh my
All right,
god!
Grandma Cheek yelling at the skateboarders.
They're too loud.
So true.
I was trying to
don't
enjoy my
think
Star Trek,
it's great.
and they just could not stop.
John, can you use this one of me? Sorry, Christopher. We've entered the zany zone, as it were.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No, this is great. I'm having a good time.
I'm ready to get back into the Guy Fieri zone right now.
All right. So Tachyon went. Whose turn? What's up?
Yeah.
Is it at the end of the round?
That is the end of the round. So Tachyon, you can pass it to whoever you wish. Anybody you want in the entire scene. Everyone is eligible, from Guy Fieri to the environment itself, to any of your fellow heroes, alien creatures.
Oh!
I think I'm gonna pass it to one of my pals.
Sure.
Which one of my pals wants to go?
I kind of do.
I think you should go because I feel like Aeon Girl's not been having great luck. Oh my god.
Off to Muse, please.
Okay, so we are still in yellow, right?
Yeah.
So I see this thing is on the ropes, so to speak, but also needs to be pushed over. So I'm going to jump down from the balcony and land in a hero 3-point stance.
Sure.
And I'm gonna point at it. It's like, you unhand that mythical beast right now! And I like scream, and then there's like a shockwave going forward. And I'm going with Twist Your Mind. It's attack using telepathy. Use your max die. Hinder the target with your min die. So I'm basically gonna give them. I'm gonna punch and hopefully give them a hindrance penalty. I think. So D10 and I think conviction, because it's everything within my person to save Guy Fieri. And status is D6. So I will roll a D8, a D10, and a D6. And oh no, I roll bad. Fine, that's fine. I got a 4.
Okay.
And my min is a 3.
All right. And so you are attacking with your max. So he takes 4 damage. Whoop. And you're hindering him with a 3, which is another -1. So he's got 2 -1s right now. That actually he does.
Perfect.
So that's come back to bite him. And that penalty is persistent. A persistent penalty means that usually if like you have a -2 in action, you do an action and then the -2 goes away after that. Used up. Persistent penalties don't get used up. They hang around. And so
Perfect.
He's got that -1 for the foreseeable future. It's weird because I'm talking to a bunch of people on the stream and none of your faces are moving. You're all just frozen.
Yeah, we're that intense about it.
We might need to go back to our regular faces.
This is good.
But
this is good.
as much as I love to stare at that terrifying picture of Tim,
What do you mean?
Hugo in the chat asked if I had a picture of the donkey that I had at my grandparents' house, which was killed by wild dogs. And unfortunately, I do not. But that is, have I never told you that? That is a real thing. I had a donkey at my grandparents' house, and he was killed by wild dogs.
That's terrifying.
This is what happens when you live in rural North Carolina.
Yeah.
No, R.I.P. I don't even remember his name anymore. Oh, no.
Boots.
No, it was something like PD or like something
Petey
like
Pablo.
I'll have to ask my grandparents. I'll be home in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Thank you again so much for all the donations. We're doing great. We're on track, kind of, to get to 10,000.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Thank you to everyone who has given.
Yes, thank you so much.
It's going to a really good cause. Thank you a lot.
Yeah, thank you a lot. All right.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna pass it to Tachyon. Have you gone yet?
I think you were the top of the round.
You've passed to me.
But
From the
end
end
of
of
the
the round.
yeah.
So I can pass the Tachyon? Yeah. I'll pass the Tachyon.
Everybody's up for passing it too, except for yourself.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. I say, take it away, sis. I call her sis sometimes. I don't know. I was excited.
Okay.
Tachyon gives Muse some major side eye.
My family was eaten by void wolves.
I changed your diapers. Man, I'm trying to figure out how to follow up a chicken wing barrage.
It is very difficult to think of how to.
You did fuck up that way.
So you've got Cosmic Guy Fieri, you've got the screaming crowds that are there's still a bunch of people that are in danger from the crowds, and you've got 2 alien creatures that are a little bit damaged, but still threats to you and your friends.
Let's do, let's spread it out again a little bit. Let's do a Sonic Vortex. I'm gonna attack multiple targets using my speed. I'm gonna use my max die against Guy Fieri, and my mid dice against the rest. Cosmic Guy Fieri. So I think after seeing his sort of joy and terror with the hot sauce, I'm gonna just take the entire bowl of hot sauce that people were dipping stuff into and just wing that at him.
Sure.
And then run around.
Michael, are you saying there's just one collective hot sauce bowl? Everyone's dipping their fucking wings into? Holy shit.
Well, no, because they prepare it.
It's actually like a little ladle.
A hot sauce fondue.
If you want to really, get your wings saucy, you just
that sounds like a dream to me.
A double dip.
If I could just drink a soup of hot sauce, I would do it.
You're not even eating the chicken wing; you're just sucking the sauce.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's ideal.
So I'm gonna do a light speed barrage.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Sonic Vortex.
Ah, right.
My bad. So I use him as speed, which is a D10. And I'm going to say that, let's see. So I think doing all the punches, I think this is probably a close combat sort of situation.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm running and punching.
Running and punching and saucing.
Running and punching and saucing.
Yeah, punching. Yeah, saucing.
All right. And so I get to use my highest die against Fieri, which is a 7.
Fieri!
7, nice.
And my mid die is a 4.
All right. And that 4 is... Let me see, I'm attacking out again. What? Yeah, the rest of it. So 4 against both of the alien creatures who are down to just a D8 themselves, and they have a -1 on their defense rolls because of Ann Girl. So one of them rolled a 6, so even at a 5 it survives, but the other one rolled a 4, and so with that -1 it is destroyed. There's 1 alien creature left, and it's at a measly D6. It's not looking good.
I can't believe the alien creatures are still around. I gotta kind of give it up to them for
They're hanging in there.
Them and their laser fists. All right. Very good.
Who do you pass it? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass it to Aeon Girl.
Okay. So I right now have a -2 to my stuff, correct? Yes. Is that just to all my dice get a -2?
So when you make your next die pool, any number of any one effect die will be affected by the -2. So if you have an attack or an action that uses the max and the min or something like that, it'll only affect one of those two, and it'll be your choice because you're the one that created the negative. But if there's a thing that like only uses your mid die or something, it'll affect that one die.
Got it. So it will only, if there's like 3 things going on, it only affects one, but it will affect at least one of them.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, okay, so I'm kind of torn because I have a thing called energy battery, which I boost myself using absorption, and then I remove a penalty. But like, then I'm not like doing anything, and
that removes a penalty afterwards. So the penalty that you have will still apply first. It'll let you still recover health off of that ability.
My health is like not that bad. I kind of just want to just like keep attacking and see how it goes. Okay, cool.
I mean, there's nothing that you can do against the screaming crowds.
There is. Oh, yeah, actually, I can do that. So I can do my principle of levity.
Yeah.
And overcome a dire situation where my jokes prevent demoralization.
No shit.
Yep.
Oh my god. That rules.
So basically what I choose to do is I pull up on my phone the Vine look at all these chickens. And I'm like, for more memes like this, go this way.
Meme.
Yeah. So I guess I need to actually roll for this.
And Jennifer's like, I'm done.
I haven't.
Yeah. So what? Tell me about your power, quality, and status. I love this.
Okay. So, what would that be?
For powers, I could see flight if you're gonna like fly over the crowd. And
that's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that. So, yep. So 10 for my flight.
Yeah.
Ranged combat or like it's not like combat alertness.
Like
I like alertness.
I like tuned in to what the crowd craves.
What people in the crowd aren't liking the joke and making sure like, no, seriously, guys, this joke is good.
This is like the good shit, and you're gonna love it.
Right.
Cool. So that's also a good tune. And then I'm in the yellow, so that's a D6. Okay, finally I rolled not like butts for once tonight. So I get to use my max die,
Yes.
which is -2, but that still puts me at a 7.
Because you rolled
hell yeah.
I rolled a 9.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So 7 is a success, but with a minor twist.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you have a minor twist in mind, or one for your
No, not specifically. So if you have one in mind, I'm totally happy for that to happen.
Boy, do I! While we've been playing this game, I have also been researching Guy Fieri because I realized that you know enough about him.
Damn, isn't that true for all of us, right?
And so there's this moment when you're flying over this crowd and you are successfully getting them out. They are calming down. They like this. What did you say? It was a vine?
It's a Vine. I'm showing them like really good Vine compilations, like on my phone, like projected from my phone with my cosmic
Like
energy.
through your eyes or
like
something
through
like
my
that.
yeah, exactly. It's like a little projector, like.
But the trick is that Aeon Girl is like way more hip and with it, with the kids these days than any of us on the stream. So it's probably like she's got like some TikToks or.
Yeah. It's definitely a TikTok more than a Vine. Like Vine's like old school.
Yeah.
It's dead now? I don't know.
Vine's dead, but it still exists in
They'll live
our
forever
hearts,
in my
so,
heart.
Yeah.
And you know, in like 10 years, kids are gonna find them again, and like this is so vintage.
Yeah, these vintage Vines.
But so
vintage Vines. Fuck. What cursed sentence?
You're flying over the crowd with showing this chicken video, and Cosmic Guy Fieri sees it. He looks over there and he sees it, and he says he yells, "I've been stricken by the chickens!"
He loves it too. He wants to look at all the chickens.
I think he says sometimes. Apparently, it's one of his catchphrases.
Good to know.
Guy Fieri soundboard.
Right. God, that would be really useful right now. Somebody whip one of those for me.
I'm sure it exists.
Right?
And so he says that, and there's like this surge of energy around him as the cosmic form seems to take a deeper hold of Guy Fieri in some way that may or may not come to affect his next turn.
No.
He was empowered by the vines. He loves vines.
Monster.
Damn it. Okay.
All right. And girl, that was you.
So let's move it on to Moobot.
Moobot.
Because
Like
have
the
any of the
aliens
yeah? Should we actually do any of the bad dudes
So
we can respond to it?
There's Moobot, but there's also the alien creature. There's the one lowly, really wounded alien creature. There's Cosmic Guy Fieri, of course, and there's the scene itself.
What if we did the scene itself?
The environment, yeah, great.
Just to see what is the heck is going on there.
Sure. So you pass it to the environment. And the environment turn is pretty tame. The crowds stream out the door. There's a sound of sirens as there's various alert first responder crews that are making their way here to the location of this gala. This has all happened within a couple of minutes. This has been intense trauma for the people at this event. But it seems like help is on the way. So that's great. That's what happens with the environment. The environment passes it to the alien creature, the last standing alien creature, which is all wrecked, and it turns and swings its chocolate fist at and deals her 5 damage.
To who?
5 necrotic to Aeon Girl.
No, wait, how many?
5 damage.
And I'm assuming I already did my action, so I can't do a reaction.
No, you can still do a reaction, but you don't have this isn't cosmic energy, so that's not going to affect your cosmic form reaction.
Damn it, I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's fine.
Yeah. And that's what the alien creature does. And it does not pass it on to Cosmic Guy Fieri. It passes it back to Mubot.
Okay, Mubot sees this thing attack Aeon Girl, and he just picks up the nearest table, wanders over to this alien creature, and just smashes him in the face with it as hard as he can. He doesn't want to waste ammo on this thing.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta give it up for the dude that's just gonna fucking punch somebody. Like when you've got a bunch of like weird like energy people and like pew pew pew, like, and then a Mubot's just like
I hit him with a table.
So that will be using my close combat, which is just a d6, my strength, which is a d8, and my status, which is a d8. So it's a low dice pool, but I hopefully don't need too much to finish him off.
Right.
My mid is a 6.
A 6. It has a d6 for its die, so unless it rolls the maximum it can, it's not going to survive. And it rolled a 1.
yes.
That's the
That's
worst
the opposite.
number.
Yeah, you destroy this alien creature. The table hits the ground, and there's like a kind of a that comes out from under the table, and that's it. No more alien
Hell yeah.
Squish.
Excellent.
They fought hard. I respect
tried.
them now, yeah.
And then I'm going to pass it straight to the environment.
So the environment's already acted. The only thing that hasn't acted this round is Cosmic.
I thought we'd all gone. Okay, yeah, I'll pass it to
Guy
Fury.
And Cosmic Guy Fieri looks out at all of you and raises up in the air and outstretches his hand and says, "You fools! You've all got yourself a one-way ticket to Flavor Town!"
Oh, they're actually
Out. All
he's shooting out sliders from his fingers.
And cosmic energy washes over you, and you feel yourself transported beyond your understanding to some unknown location.
No.
Where the rivers are nacho cheese.
No. No. And bats with pizza wings fly in the air.
Flavor Town. That is the end of that scene.
Oh man, no, we're in Flavor Town.
You're in Flavor Town now.
Not again. Not again!
So there's this cosmic energy has some goal, and it's taken over the form of Guy Fieri, and it's harvested the mind, the psyche of Guy Fieri for what sort of the way that it's going to bring its doom upon this planet. And it uses the tools it finds there to create its method of destruction. And the area that you're in and the surrounding countryside, it's not that you've been transported, it's that this world has been transformed. It has been rebuilt in the image of Flavor Town.
Oh no.
But it's like a fucked up Flavor Town. It's like
subsumed.
like where
like Flavor Town's a little, you know.
yeah, it's I'm just imagining it being like everything's like slightly like tainted. Like in my mind, Flavor Town is just a wonderland.
Yeah.
But this is like
So yeah, maybe this was a previous realm that used to be Delicious Flavor Town, and now it's like Applebee's Town or something.
welcome to Chili's.
Welcome to Chili's.
That's fine too.
That's a fun too.
So now we are out of when you regain your senses, you find yourself in a large field of grass, but this grass it's not green grass, it's tall grass, but that tall grass is not like the tan color of normal grass either. It's an orange kind of powdery grass.
Cheetos.
Yeah, it's like a nacho cheese grass.
Yes.
and there are various like squawking creatures that fly overhead. And when you look up to see it, it's a chicken flying overhead, but it's not a regular chicken. It's a rotisserie chicken flying overhead. And Cosmic Guy Fieri is nowhere to be seen. You're out. It was the evening at this gala. Now it's the middle of the day. The orange sun is high in the sky, and you feel like the place that you're in is horrifying and appetizing all at once. You feel if you were to consume any of this land, you would never be the same. Certainly,
Heartburn City.
Surely die.
Everyone, I don't want to say because I am but 14 and a half years old, but I get heartburn. And here, shake, 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 shake. Here's some Zantac if anyone needs any.
I don't have a heart, so I'm okay. Did we announce who won the drawing?
Yes,
oh yeah, let's talk about
did.
this. We're on a good pause point here.
Well, I announced it in chat. But
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Jackson.
Congratulations.
it was just me, Joe, who is no longer in chat, so I sent him a message.
Congrats on the cool ass book.
In the chat, Lord Banana says, once you get high in Flavortown, you never leave. And that is true.
True.
That is very true. All right. So you're here. You're in this place. We're not worrying about a scene tracker right now. There's no immediate threat except for the existential threat of you are in Flavortown. So let's do a quick montage / social scene.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you guys doing? What's going on for you characters, your heroes?
Can Aeon Girl do like a kind of a scan to like see the like essence of Flavortown? like what? Yeah. So what would I do? Let's see. Should I roll for this?
Yeah, if you wanna like gain some information, you can do an overcome to try to scan the energy of the surroundings. Like, how did this come to be?
Yeah, so I think I want to do that. So I'm gonna roll my cosmic power and use cosmic, maybe alertness actually.
Okay.
Or cosmic progeny. I don't know which one makes more sense. We'll say alertness, and then my status dice. So that is 10 and 8. No, another chain. Okay. So my mid is a 7. Oh, but I still have my thing, so 5.
No. That -2 is gone. You didn't have
It's gone? Okay, then I have a 7.
The first time it was invoked, it was used up. So you're good.
Cool.
So
Okay, so I have a 7 for my mid.
5 and a 7, and the overcome scale is the same because it's 4 to 7. It's success with a minor twist. And so you succeed at scanning the area, and you're able to determine the thing that I mentioned about, like, this isn't just a different place. This is the world that you know.
We have changed.
Yeah.
Existence has been changed.
Is the chandelier?
Is everything outside of this zone? Like, is everything in the world Flavortown?
As far as your mind can reach, yes, but like that's not more than like several miles. Let's say you've got a pretty impressive understanding of the area around you. Not like
a lot of miles of Flavortown.
There's a lot of miles of Flavortown. There are several square miles of Flavortown right here.
Does my phone's GPS say that we're in the same place, or is it?
Ooh.
Yeah, when you pull your phone out to look at it, it all seems to be acting normally, except that you feel like there's something a little bit off. And like you pull up the GPS, and it's like, you're in Flavortown, and there's like various Guy Fieri themed emojis on the screen. So.
Is the chandelier out here?
You don't see any chandeliers, no.
Dang.
What is the ground made out of? Well, those like the soil under our feet.
It seems to be the same sort of like ground beef that Taco Bell has. So.
Oh God!
Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
it.
how do we get out of here?
It's like mostly oat or soy or something. I don't know. Yeah.
How do we just get out? How do we get out?
Well,
Oh, did-
right. So there was
Sorry, yeah.
And you succeeded, but with a minor twist. There was some sort of weird twist happening where there's a person. A person walks. You see a person, say a dozen yards away, walking towards you through the grass. But as they approach, you see that you see this kind of harried look in their eyes. Their eyes are wide. You see the whites of their eyes all the way around their eyes. And everything that they're wearing has been transformed into like Guy Fieri memorabilia.
Okay.
And
Like his face.
they've got a plastic mask that they're wearing up on the top of their head.
And they have one of those hats on that has the hair on top.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh my god.
He's got the shirt with the flames.
Yeah.
Sunglasses on the back of the neck.
The Ray-Bans.
Oh yeah. And he's walking. He's just saying, you know, oh, peace, love, and taco grease, and just like this turmoil of Guy Fieri type things. And as he gets closer, he looks in your face and says, "You have to find the mayor. You have to find the mayor." And you can feel that the things that he's saying is actually coming from within this shell that he's trying to break out. But then he steps back and he's like, "Oh, I've got to get some tasty food or something. I don't know."
Yes.
He goes to wander off. Do any of you want to try to say anything to him before he goes?
Where is he?
Can I use like telepathy to try to talk to the person hiding inside?
You could definitely reach into his mind with telepathy. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that.
He looks way too happy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be corrupted.
This is all you roll. If you roll really well, there's going to be no problems.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, so am I just doing a normal overcome or just roll a d10?
No, you use telepathy, equality, and status.
Okay. Yeah. So telepathy, insight, and status. So.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, all of your wounds, you feel healed. You don't any of your damage. Damage to the bunker suit has been recovered. Flavortown is a peaceful paradise.
I love Flavortown.
It's magical here. I love it.
So I got a 6 of 7. So 6.
A 6 is your mid result. I love it. You reach into his mind, and in there you talk to a person who, like, this is like a firefighter who was on his way to the scene. He had heard there was a destruction. Gala, and he was on his way there, and as he got into the place, this is when this transformation occurred, and he was taken over, and he's trapped in his mind, tormented by visions of Guy Fieri and multiple ill-advised food choices of questionable levels of quality and health, and he's tormented in here. And he's like, you have to find the mayor. It's the only way to stop him.
Where is the mayor? Where do we go?
He's in the city hall of Flavortown.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you. We'll free you from this hell.
Good. But there is a minor twist. And that is, when you are reaching into his mind, you actually have a fine time in there. You communicate with this guy, you get the stuff you need out of him. But when you're talking in his mind to him, this seems to short circuit what's going on to the character outside on the outside that the other 3 heroes are looking at. He kind of twists, and he twitches, and he looks at Tachyon, and he locks eyes with Tachyon. And he says, he looks at it and he says, "Rail Drogos dies," and that's a character from your TV show.
You fucking kidding me?
What an asshole!
No! What a horrible twist.
That's a terrible twist. It's a terrible twist. Man. I don't know what that means, like, personally.
Yeah, it's a made-up word, thankfully.
Yeah, right.
I get out and I relay all this information. He said we have 16 minutes to get to the mayor of Flavortown. It's this way.
Right.
Yet.
All right. Okay. All right.
Tachyon is like, I'm done with this, and she
sits down.
Sprints ahead towards town hall.
All right. Okay. So this is the dumbest thing. So you find your way to town hall. As you exit the field, you see the kind of the countryside roll before you, and there is, in fact, not just this field. The place you're in was some sort of park, and there is this glorious town. All of the homes look like various kitschy, gimmicky food establishments that are all based around some sort of specific gimmick, and everybody's having a lovely time in the street, but they all have those wide eyes and those like smiles that you don't really seem like the they're trapped here in Flavortown.
I love Flavortown, they say.
Right. There's a community pool that's just a deep fryer.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
That's the like barbershop quartet on the corner singing.
Oh boy. And yeah, you up the street you see City Hall, and as you're approaching, you hear a whisper from there's an alley you're going by. You hear a whisper from an alley, and you hear a voice call out and say, "Are you guys free from the grip of the mayor?"
Yeah.
You turn to look, and there's a shadowy figure wearing some sort of like green looking poncho. It's hiding in the shadows behind a dumpster, and the shadow beckons to you and says, "Come, get over here, get out before the mayor finds out that you're here. Hurry."
Okay.
Aeon Girl does a forward roll into the.
I just walk
into the alley.
So yeah, you go to the alley, and there's this lady there, and she is wearing kind of like a ghillie suit, but it's all made out of salad. And she's like, you have to keep yourself safe. For he can see through the eyes of any of his subjects, and even if they're fallen prey to the dread flavors of Flavortown. The gravitational force of bacon that warps time and space here.
My God.
Do you have more materials to protect us? Like maybe
you can't get your own salad suit.
You can't get some silky tofu to.
I need to wrap myself in a collard leaf.
Can I not like at least take the hem of your shawl and shove it up my nose?
It's like, all I've got for you is this, and she hands you some sheets of some rectangular sheets of tinfoil. And she's like, wrap yourself up, wrap your head up like a burrito.
Okay.
Little baked potato.
Okay.
You're gonna have to find the elements that are antithetical to Flavortown. You have to find the health foods and the the probiotics that you need to make your way into the heart of Flavortown and survive its heart-stopping. The dreaded cholesterol of Flavortown will get to you otherwise.
So Aeon Girl is energy and can make things of herself. So can I just make myself be covered in a really fashionable kale leaf dress?
So the problem is, yes, absolutely, you can do that, and it looks like that, but it's not really kale leaves. It's still your energy.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, so you look like kale leaves, but you don't have those deep, dark, leafy greens that you need.
No, just cosmic energy.
The Chili's over there has to have the ingredients to make their 2,000 calorie salad in it.
And we can just take parts of the salad that are good.
Take the not fried chicken parts of it.
Just the iceberg lettuce.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Absolutely. That makes sense. How are you gonna plan this heist on the Chili's? The Chili's heist.
I think we're just gonna bust in.
Sure.
We don't have time,
Yeah.
No, you got 16 minutes, and you're down to only 11.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just out of curiosity, for managing expectations about how much of this nonsense story I have over here that you want to go through, how much time do I have you guys? Do you have me? What's the
11 minutes.
11 minutes, yeah.
Oh, great. Perfect.
10 Eastern time.
You bust into you bust into the Chili's and you get the salad bits and you make yourself heroic salad costumes.
Yes.
And you look ready. And as you're doing so, you're like, okay, great, fantastic. But then you hear you hear a wail of an electric guitar from out front of the Chili's.
Oh no!
This guy.
Yell, I can't play guitar, but I can play the griddle. And sure enough, he doesn't have a guitar. He has a griddle in his hand that he's playing with. Fieri. He knew that you'd be holed up here in the Chili's. It's down to the final station with Cosmic Guy Fieri. He's back. He's better than ever.
He's pissed.
Yeah, he does have a permanent -1 from AM.
Thank you.
From you.
Yeah, for me.
Oh.
Yes. You're welcome.
Shit.
All right. Right. So, boom. This is what's happening, and he starts out with this character sheet that I wrote for him.
Oh no!
All right. Yeah.
I almost want to do a TBD and come back to this.
Well, we're at the boss battle, you know.
That's true. That's true.
Right. So
I just want to know more.
Oh yeah.
I want to experience this world.
I mean,
more.
it's and like as Christopher said before, it's a comic book, so
right.
How easy is it to knock Cosmic Guy Fieri down?
Oh my god! I just had an idea.
He lights the fires of the griddles of Flavortown, and you all take 7 fire damage.
No,
so many.
I finally get hurt. Well, this is what it feels like to feel pain.
And you each lose access for the rest of this turn to your highest die numbered quality. So Bunker, you lose range combat. Tachyon, you lose science because of the fire.
I can't use range combat, I just can't use that dice.
Round, yeah. Muse,
completely
you lose
messes my plan.
insight, and Aeon Girl, you lose alertness. You can't use, and then whatever you do on your upcoming turn, you can't use that quality.
Okay.
Your die pool. And
okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Okay, guys.
completely messes up what I was gonna do.
Guys, what if we try to microwave him and he'll explode?
Oh,
As like a burrito in the microwave.
okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's Cosmic Guy's Fury. He has to pass it, so.
Yeah, with that, Guy Fieri is going to pass it to Mubot.
Okay.
That's the most
That's
fucked up.
gonna fuck up everything.
So I wanted to
Right.
use my Omni Blast, but and we don't have enough time. But I wanted to also power myself up for 2 rounds and then use it. But but
Well,
okay,
you were
so
able
I
to power
can't do
yourself
that.
up for 1 round because you got the bonus. You have a +2 bonus from your salad suit, of course.
I used that already, or does it stay?
No, I just gave
that?
it to you. I just made it up and gave it to you just now.
Oh right, okay.
Are,
We all have
we're
a
red, are we?
your salad suits for doing a good job making salad.
Okay, well, is it only 1 round I can't use my range combat for?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I am going to use my Magna Rail upgrade power
Sure.
and boost myself again.
Love it.
So, again, this other thing shoots down from the sky, and nobody quite knows what it is, but again, it attaches to his gun and sort of transforms, does something to it, but nobody's
Awesome.
quite sure what's happening with it.
Sure. So what's your boost? Roll your dice and tell me your number.
So the boost the Magna Rail upgrade. So that would be power suit, I guess.
Yep.
So that's a D10. And then veteran again for the quality. It's a D8. And then the last one would be the status, right? So that's another D8.
Yes.
Where's my D8? There we go. So my mid is 7.
All right. So you got a 7 boost, which is another +2.
Okay.
And with that, who do you want to pass it to?
And I will pass it to Muse.
Okay, Muse drops down and then sits crisscross applesauce, looks within herself and does another twist your mind attack. Because we're in yellow, we're not in red, right?
Correct. No, you're in the green zone. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, we're at open up. You're right. You're in yellow zone. Everything's
okay. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, I attack using telepathy.
Right.
To hinder with my men. So telepathy, I'm going to send mental images of greasy hamburgers,
Mhm,
and in a trash can, throwing the hamburger in the trash can, and then eating the lettuce, shaking up the grease and eating the lettuce and the
Just wiping it with a
tomato
napkin.
over and over, like. So that is a D10, and a D8, and a D6. Come on, big numbers, big numbers. Oh, no. Oh,
where'd it go?
it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Somewhere.
All right, so I got a 10, but my minimum is a 1. So
Okay.
my max is a 10.
And
And we
okay,
have another giveaway open.
Woo.
giveaway. Thanks, Mike. So you're damaging with your max die, but then you're hindering him. So your hinder is only a -1. But that means he has a persistent -2 because of you. Good job.
Thank you.
But he takes 10 damage out of that. So that's rough for him. He was already hurt before we get into this. And he yells, "Holy moly, Stromboli!" With that, who do you want to pass it to?
I will pass this to Tachyon.
All right.
Okay. So I'm trying to. I don't have my. I wanted to create some sort of giant-sized microwave to try to microwave him, but I don't have access to my science. Nothing in this world makes sense.
How will you do it?
Right. This is not a science-based world. It's a flavor-based world.
It is a flavorist. So I could use my inventions and my self-discipline to create a microwave.
So you're unfortunately you don't really have the pieces around. You're like, I'd love to do a thing, but I don't have my lab or anything. I can't really do this. But you notice that there is a giant microwave in the Chili's.
Of course there is.
Of course there is.
I mean, it's a Chili's. They don't even have a grill.
Right. It's yeah, it's great. So you just have the thing you need there. The trick is getting that, is using your inventions and your self discipline to turn that microwave to refocus its rays, its radiation on.
Get it to work while the door's open.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. That's gonna be the hard part.
Okay, can I do that?
Yeah, roll for it. I love it.
All right, so the D8 for inventions.
And are you trying to use it to hurt him, to hinder him, or to overcome his cognitive power?
I mean, I think I wanted to microwave his cosmic power out of him. Does that make
Sure.
sense?
Yeah, that's great. Yes.
Microwave his cosmic power out of him. Wow. What an odd thing we've found ourselves in.
All right. I got a 4, a 6, and an 8.
Great. Fantastic. So, plus 2 there too. Where are we? We're here. Great. So that you're able to turn those microwaves on him, and it's cooking him. He's like, I'm heating up, and he seems to be bursting at the seams with energy. He seems very empowered, but more so than even the form of Guy Fieri can handle. He's on his last ropes here, or whatever you want to say. That is Tachyon, Mubot, and Music Gone. So do you want to pass it to Aeon Girl?
I would love to pass it to Aeon Girl.
Wonderful. So I would like to.
His last nerd ropes. Sorry, that was gonna bother me forever.
I think that I would, if possible, I would like to just do a pure cosmic energy blast upon him. So I would like to pick cosmic, and ranged combat.
Sure.
Those dice really are pretty.
They're really pretty. They're pink and glittery. Can't really see.
Do you have a
on screen.
specific attack that you're wanting to do here?
So basically, what I would like to do is concentrate and enhance the microwaves that are going towards him right now. Because I'm assuming the microwave is the microwave. What size? What size is the microwave?
It is colossal.
Yeah, massive.
Can I push him into the microwave and shut the door?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, I would like to use fly interference.
Okay,
and I'm going to fly, just zoom down and. Okay.
Do it. Do it.
So in that case, so that's flight, which is a D10.
Holy shit.
And cosmic progeny, I guess.
Sure.
Okay, so it's the same.
Do it.
Okay. Okay.
And I gave the next group a heads up that we're going to be a kiss late. No worries.
Okay, so
it's all my
no,
fault.
not your fault. Not your fault.
that's how these go. I
That's
feel
how
like
these
it's
go.
always like loosey goosey. So fly your first attack using flight. I use my max die, which is 6.
Yeah. And so yeah, you do 6. You slam into him. It throws him into the microwave. The fly interference says if you choose a hero to go next, boost that hero with your mid die. Do you want to choose Bunker, who's been boosting up for a couple rounds and has been wanting to get the boost? And just like,
yeah.
Boobot, finish us off here. Guy Fieri.
And that's
flies.
a 5.
Yeah, so Guy Fieri, so that means you have another +2, so you have 3 +2s, Moobot. Guy Fieri
Oh my God.
flies into the microwave, gets flung into the microwave door slams shut, and the whole thing starts to vibrate, terrifying, shaking. Moobot, what do you got for us? You have your armor cannon?
Yeah, so Moobot, I'm going to do that thing where you can do an ability from the next tier up. Isn't it like you take damage or something?
Yeah, you take a minor twist.
Risky action or something like that.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my Omni Blast on him, which is, where did it go? Attack using the riot cannon and at least 1 bonus. I'm going to use all 3 of those bonuses. So you use your max plus your mid plus your min dice. Destroy all of your bonuses, adding each of them to this attack first.
What the hell?
So
you have 2d10s and a d8.
Actually, I believe it's a d8, a d10, and a d12.
Oh,
because I'm using the red version of the riot cannon.
Yeah, do it.
Is that right?
Yeah, go for it.
So that is 14 plus the 6. So 20.
Holy
Great.
balls.
Yeah.
Woo, buddy.
So you slam 20 points of energy damage into this microwave.
That's so many.
The resulting explosion from the point of that microwave on out, the radius of flavor energy radiating out of here resets the world around you. Things falling back into place. People gasping and holding their chests as they try to recover their former selves. As the dust begins to settle, stumbling out of what was a garage and not a microwave, comes Guy Fieri himself. He says, "Oh, that's a bruschetta I won't forget her." He's so thankful. You've dispelled and destroyed the cosmic force that was threatening this world. He takes a bunch of selfies with Aeon Girl and on his Twitter.
Pew, pew, pew.
Can you sign my
"Hold
recipe
up."
book?
Yeah.
Says like not wanting to act like super freaked out, but
Hey,
the
it's
face
me,
is red.
Guy Fieri, here on TikTok. Say what's up, Guy Fieri.
He gives Muse the recipe to the best chocolate chip cookies. And he tells Tachyon, that guy didn't know what he was talking about. That's not what happens in the episode at all. It's something else entirely. You're fine. It's fine.
Thank Christ.
And that is the very hasty ending, but the saving of Guy Fieri, destruction of the monstrosity of this flavor town. Good job, heroes.
I could not be more happy about where this went.
It's so wild how unique and strange tabletop games can be. And folks, please give it up for Christopher Badell from Greater Than Games.
Christopher, how long did you work on writing that whole Guy Fieri story?
That happened while we were playing.
You wrote. Come on, the real story. You spent weeks and weeks.
On this.
When your supplemental,
he doesn't want to give spoilers for his next arc.
No, this is like I wasn't sure what direction we were going to go with things because I wasn't sure what heroes you guys were going to be. So I just I put the stuff together, and then as we were going, I had a couple of templates for villains that I had done before that were like controller villains and area effect villains and hinder and boost things that I was messing with. Like the trick of it is you guys didn't give him many chances to act, which was fine. We didn't have a lot of time. I wanted to just make sure that he felt as like, all right, I'll just drop these couple of templates onto there, throw out a few minions that have interesting interactions, and good job, everybody.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
I would love to enter the world of Flavortown again sometime in the future.
Like Flavortown's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Can you save Flavortown?
Man,
and I also want to say too, I just love this system in general. I think the comboing dice in this way is such it's a very straightforward way to play that makes a lot of sense for building things
for sure.
And I really like it a lot.
Yeah, and I've definitely said this lots of times before, but just the pacing thing is so cool where it builds up and builds up and builds up. Where it's not like you're just on the D&D, you can just blow out your biggest spell in the first round.
Yeah,
whereas
exactly.
And there's definitely tons of stuff you can steal from this system for D&D.
Yeah.
Like the environment. Environment is just kind of
a
more defined layer action, but in a better way, So there's so much you can steal from it. But we have to say goodbye to Christopher. Please thank Christopher by following him where?
You can find the stuff that I do with me and my company. Company's called Greater Than Games, and you can find us on the internet at greaterthangames.com. If you want to interact with me for some weird reason, I am on Twitter at GTGChristopher. And thank you all so much for being such a fantastic group of players, a great group of people in the chat. As always, Geekly people consistently impress me by being some of the nicest people in the world.
Thank you so much.
Remind people what your really cool podcast is about.
Your
world building podcast. I think it is a very interesting thing that people can definitely
I don't know
get into.
a lot about Sentinels, and I actually think that the podcast is interesting as just a storytelling and creative thing.
It's the weirdest thing. So I have this game that I made in 2011 called Sentinels: The Multiverse that is the superhero card game where you play as heroes fighting against villains in cool environments. Nothing like what we just did there, but actually, it is. So it's been out for a long time, and we just earlier this year kickstarted this game, the Sentinel Comics role-playing game. And part of the world of Sentinel Comics is infinite storytelling, because one of the things I wanted to do when I was making this card game was have it feel like it's based on 50, 60, 70 years of comic book history.
Yeah.
And so I wrote 50, 60, 70 years of comic book history, starting in May of 1940. Anyway, I can get into that in a podcast. I have a podcast with my fellow creator, Adam Rabataro. He's the artist for everything Sentinel Comics, and the two of us are co-creators of the world of Sentinel Comics. And we have a podcast called The Letters Page. It's like the letters page in the back of a comic book, where we answer your questions about what's going on in the world of Sentinel Comics, and we explain things. There's so much. There's infinite stuff, and it is shocking, appalling, and thrilling. This is what I do for a living, and some people seem to like it. And
well, thank you so much for being here and taking us on this journey. You can also thank Christopher by him donating his time, by you donating to the Trevor Project. We are at 5,255. We're trucking right along. Next up, we're going to say goodbye to Jennifer, Michael, and Christopher and welcome the Brute Force gang. We're going to play Paranoia. We're going to take a quick little break and then be back very soon.
I'll say one quick thing. When we get to $6,000, I will post a deeply unflattering picture of myself from middle school.
Oh, perfect. So
it's real bad.
Yeah, and you want to do that before Jennifer falls asleep.
Because I'm going to fall asleep on the couch in 5 minutes. So you really need to get on it.
Yeah, so thank you again, Christopher. I'll be at Gen Con. We can say hello there.
All right. I look forward to it.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.